I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the big show. I am your host, Manizman, and this is I Am Sure Sports. It's always my pleasure being with you on these occasions as we discuss sports that we love best. We give our opinion, we look at facts, we share information that we believe will help with the transformation of football. We respect each other, we respect one another, and we try to set good examples for the young ones who are out there, right? Even on this platform, we believe we can be good examples to the young and the upcoming generation. Good to have you. I see some persons who I have not seen for a while. Sure improvement. Always a pleasure having you on. One of the many females that are part of this platform. Rob Smith is also here. The great Tennessee. Hey. A man say man is man. A man called me and say man is man. Me the man in my born out Tennessee, you know. So Tennessee now I call in for a program. So Tennessee now give no money plan platform and him just a talk. I mean I say really no man, that's not Tennessee man. Them can't say that about Tennessee. From I've been on this platform, Tennessee has always been out there supporting the different work. So I don't know where they got that from, but big up Tennessee, you know, much respect, my brother. You understand me? Best a documentary, blessing. Jason, you understand me? Big up Jason. Jason, one of those persons who, when I'm down more while he will call, send a text, say something to encourage you. Big up yourself. Omar Fowling, the man who always challenge me, you know. It's my type. We have the same name, you know, but we don't think we're on the same page. I don't know. Either I am misunderstanding Mr. Omar Fowling or he's misunderstanding me. But I feel like sometimes we are at two different places. You understand me? Big up to Jamaican, me crazy. Not familiar with that name yet, but you'll get through to it. Callie Sinclair, blessings to you as well. I see Rob Smith with the first comment of the morning, and he says, For a country that considers itself a masculine society, these men love gossip and behave like some careless gal. No disrespect to women talking about gals. I don't know. Yeah. But listen, I'm here to share some things today, but more importantly, is I want to hear from you, our valid viewers, subscribers, and callers to this program. The call-in line will be open in a short while, so you can call in and give your thoughts. It is Super Friday, but before we explain what Super Friday is, we want to say um, we are grateful today that we are alive. You understand me? We have our bodies are intact, right? Our spirit, if you are born again, you mean receive Jesus. Our spirit have been made alive by the Most High God. And then in the soul realm, we are all right. You know, your soul consists of your mind, right? Your emotions and your will. You understand me? Your thinking, your emotions and your will, that part of you that make decision. And the fact that we have all our faculties intact mean that we can forever be grateful for the goodness of God. You understand me? Look around you. If you're married, you see a wife and she's there, and your kids, you have a house. Yeah. I mean, so many things we can be grateful for. I mean, I saw a man yesterday in a wheelchair, and I mean, no legs. You understand me? We have legs that we can walk and we can stand on our own. So we don't take those things for granted. You understand me? I'm hoping that my Trinidad and Tobago friend, Mr. Andre Fortune, can join the show today, because we also want to take our discussion beyond the borders of Jamaica and look at what is happening with even like St. Lucia, where many St. Lucians are playing in the JPL. And do you know that they have been performing well for their country? And St. Lucia in seeded in losing the game, and now they are in B and they're still doing well. Look out for them, they are doing well. Jason Guna is in the building. People, I need to know what is going on with the Jason, not Jason Guna now, Jason. You understand me? C-Bar Jason. What is going on with the Fantasy League? Is Demo still leading? Oh, big up Jamaica, me crazy. All right, Pagan 180. That mean, listen, people are let's talk about. You need to make a 360 turn. If you make a 360 turn, you're right where you started. It is 180, which means you're in the opposite direction. You understand me? Yeah. Deep. As soon as Deep hear about Fantasy League, he put up fire emoji. Yo, the man competitive star. Hey, Demo. With all the cricketing thing going on. Watch this. In America, because of the World Cup that is coming up in Demo, I hope you're part of one of those teams. Because if you cannot make any of those teams in Demo, problem dead in Demo. You have to make one of those teams, as America seek to get more involved in cricket. They're building cricketing stadium as they look at hosting games in the Cricket World Cup of 2026. You understand me? So make sure that Demo, you make one of those teams, because if not, we are going to question your cricketing abilities in the same way you questioned same way you question Mr. Well, not you, but Brian questioned Mr. Devon Porter. All right. Fabi Frano, well, go on. They still can't get none of you them from your side of the world into the JPL. Boy, the man them give a fight. All right. Fabi Frano said Demo won't be leading for long. But his man with inside information. Al J. Salute. Kevin Williams, the man with the bounty killer voice. Yeah, big up yourself. Richard Cook, blessings to you. Man from out west, as some like know the subscribers, them out of Westmoreland, dear saying, bless up yourself. Taj Scott, General, blessings, man. You understand me? Yeah. They might give me a warm time. True. I am right where I need to be. All right, Jason, where is Jason Guna? In the Fantasy League. Planeta 41 is here. Christopher Wright. Oh my Lord. blessings to you, my brother. Always praying for your family, in particular your mom right now. Hope she's doing better. You understand me? People, it is also Super Friday. No, a lot of you have not been able to give any super stickers and super chat. And I know it has bothered you because you want to. All right, but we have some Zelle information. And you can do the same thing, It's really because you may think like, okay, but if I Zelle have to send more. No, man, whatever you would, you just go ahead and do it. You just Zelle to that info right there. Bam! And you're supporting the channel nonetheless. And we will still let the people know that you have supported the channel through that means. Big up Soldier. I spoke to Soldier this morning. Soldier is in Eugene for the Diamond League today and tomorrow. Who just arrived? You understand me? The farmer cup who is over there in Canada up and running. Yeah. You know you are none other than Mr. Marvin. All right. Yesterday I met the wife, Chad. I think his name is Chadley. If you're watching, I met your wife yesterday, and she said, "Are you near Mannings, man? Every day, my husband watch your show, and when him there here, he full up everything on me yard with beer. I am sure sports." That's what she said, But big up, Chadley. Let your wife know that I healed her up. You have a wonderful wife. You understand me? So make sure you take full care of her, my friend. You understand me? Blessings to you. Father, bling. You understand me? Not bling dog, Father, bling. The man name, Know the thing, Father, bling. Up, general. Oh, my God. People, please, me need somebody to talk to me, because Mr. Dima called me. I know Dima called about Fantasy League right now. So I need somebody for your leading at the Fantasy League. You understand me? So let me answer Dima quick and fast. All right? Dima, what go on?
Yeah, yes, man. Big up yourself and good afternoon. I know what the show and start and stuff, but I'm not gonna be able to call.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I'm gonna call right now before you start and get into the stuff. See? Because the General Assembly for the United Nations are gonna start this week, and we're not gonna have no time. Because Biden not come here Monday, and it's just a bag of things.
People, you see your Dima big. Yeah, you're telling people they want to start. And who you have to take care of this weekend, Dima. Go over again, because the people them down here.
I don't have to take care of anybody. I'm just saying I'm going to be very busy. Somebody just want to get this because it's very busy today. Somebody just want to this guy mentioned the cricket. Right? The thing is, man. I'm going to say it in the comments. I am actually a part of the league that's fighting against these people who want to come and take over the park for the World Cup.
So you're opposing it.
They're planning, yes, they're planning to take the part that we used to play cricket for just the World Cup for host 3 or 2 games, and then that's it. Like, they're going to make this one bag of renovations. Obviously, they have a lot of work to do. And it's ridiculous.
So the renovation would not be better for you after the World Cup is finished, because what went up to the stadium?
No, because the field that we have about 6 or 7 different pitches. It's huge, right? And so they're just gonna take away all of those pitches, build up stands and parking lots and whatever, and just have the one pitch, and then they leave it after the World Cup. So now we're just gonna have one pitch there. It's ridiculous. So I'm fighting against them. Obviously, I watch games and whatever. But if they take my part, but no, it not gonna work. So one of the parts I play in the league, we'll actually a fight against it. I'm just there off to tell it.
You fight against it right across. Are you fighting against it right across the United States, or just in New York?
No, man, just my park come a player. Them can't go anywhere else. I'm gonna be the business, but just not my park.
Okay.
It's a big
but Dima, talk the truth, don't Dima. But imagine if Pakistan and India met and played in that stadium in New York. What kind of crowds they would have for that game? Think he's muted.
Yeah, but I understand that, man. I understand. But I am saying the park isn't just used for cricket. Them have other recreational stuff we go on. Them have cycling. Them play frisbee. Them do all sorts of other stuff. And they just take the park and turn it into this thing for the World Cup. Them are going to use just for the World Cup, by the way. and turn it in a one pitch, like we're not having it, boss. You know what I mean? So me get it, but them can't find somewhere else. America is a big place and them have a lot of fields around America where them can go. They not have to take that one.
What you think about the young Wolmerian man? Who do West Indies last? I think Jordan Johnson.
Jordan Johnson, class. He won the player of the series against Sri Lanka, and that is unprecedented for a losing team have a player for the man of the series. It was amazing. Yeah, man, I hope that him can get at least a run in the Jamaica team.
The West Indies team. What is it? Is he an opener?
I wish I'm not sure, I'm not even sure by him, but he literally carried the team on the back. I don't think he opened, but a 3 or 4.
We need him in the West Indies side. We need him in the West Indies side, because we don't have no batsman. We not nobody.
You know what?
Him can't perform worse than the man within on the West Indies side.
But we're not gonna have no cricket show, man. But I just say, like, we always try rush things. I so want to rush whisper. I so want to rush everybody. Just make the man them develop the bats. As you mentioned, whisper. Your nemesis is in the chat, you know. Flavor Max says Demo is against progress. Right, so I'm not gonna have that conversation. I just take off to talk about that and feel
all right.
Big up it.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Flavor Max ready for beat Demo. Conroy, up and running. You understand me? Big up yourself, Conroy Sterling. Oh, you mean, man? Oh, I think you know it go already. Tyrone Williams, blessed. All right. J Any Weather. People have check out J Any Weather on Instagram, and I always have a lots and lots of giveaway. But you don't know about this drinking spirit business, you know. Some good spirit. You and Cataract alone in the spirit business. You understand me? One spirit me deal with and a Holy Spirit. You understand me? Any other spirit that you and Cataract business, that brother. Not me. Leave me out of your spirit conversation. Big up yourself though, but yeah, man. All right, so people, Reggae Girlz coming up. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is kind of help you. All right, Daniel Simis, big up yourself. Westman as well. All right, so the first thing I want to say is that when the Reggae Boyz played their game Friday and they won the game, you know, well, if you know football is, you normally have what they call recovery. Right? Recovery is, you know, stuff you do to recover after playing the game. So for the people who kind of stayed back in the stadium, you'd realize that after the game on Friday, the players who did not play over a certain amount of minutes did their recovery work on the pitch, and then those who played would have done their recovery either at the hotel in the night or in the morning, you know, where they are. But they did the recovery, and then they were given the day off on Saturday. So many people went to stay with the family. I think some of them went by Leon because they are teammates in the daytime, and then people go out and think. No, I don't go to parties, so I don't really know what people do. I don't normally go up on social media and watch them thing there, all right? But what people do at a party as adult is not my concern. As long as you operate professionally as an adult, looking at the implication of their actions. Because remember now, you are a brand ambassador. You are an ambassador for the country. You're an ambassador for your club. So you must understand your brand and what you can do or don't do to protect your brand and your image. All right? No, you can do whatever you want to do, you know. That is what I tell them. But if when the thing that you're supposed to do is not done well, right? Here is the issue you're going to have. People going to look at some of the factors that could contribute. No. If a man parties Saturday night and have a game Tuesday, and him don't look good on Tuesday, I don't think the party Saturday night is what caused it, you know. That is just me. Because if you party until morning, as long as you turn up at training, you know, Sunday morning, and you put in the work, Sunday morning, you're there at the team meeting, whenever that is, Sunday, you're there at team meeting Monday, you turn up at training Monday, you turn up at team meeting Tuesday, and in training, you look well, you're going to play. So being in the position that I am, I will say none of the players, I will say this, none of the players, because how it works, the boss to bring the players leave at a certain time. No player, while they were at the camp, some came in late, some came in early. No player missed a meeting or turned up for a meeting late or training. Nobody missed training unless they got legitimate reason. Some saying up there was a party on Sunday. So the Sunday evening, after your meeting, because you have a 30-minute meeting, after that meeting, you are free to do what you want to do. Some people go meet with their family, took them out to dinner. Some people went and do all different kind of things. Because you're an adult. Remember, the game is on Tuesday. On Tuesday. Now, if what you do affects your performance, that can be brought into question. But while I don't go to party, I me not support going to party and them thing there. You cannot tell big professionals that them can't go party. Even with the Usain Bolt, many people used to talk about how Usain Bolt would always be party. Here's what, Usain Bolt partied, but yes, when you come on to his performance, him perform. So people are free to party, within the context of the rule. So if party as much as you want, but when you turn up, you must play. Don't miss with meeting, don't miss with training. Because these players are adults. You put curfews in place for younger players. Again, let me say this. You see, if you party and you don't perform, you must understand that people are going to question your partying, because they are going to believe that your partying is affecting your performance. But I am not the person who believes that you should get, Arsenal players, I can tell you this, Arsenal players go out after training. City players, right? So I don't want people to say that these players went out, that is why they look so on the field. Even when some of these players don't go out, some of them don't play good. And I use Usain Bolt is a very good example, right? Usain Bolt, people used to complain that every party them go. Right? Them see Usain Bolt. But here is the thing. You see, when Usain Bolt step on that pitch, step on that track, he might win. That me I tell you. That me I tell you. But me, this is my opinion now. And you can call in and tell me what your opinion. You see, when it come up to professional who are earning and they are not being compensated by their national teams, they can pay and upgrade their hotel, pay and upgrade their flight arrangement. For you to say to them, you have to go to bed at 10 o'clock, lights out at 10 o'clock, I think that is childish behavior. That's what I'm saying, Brian. It don't matter whether or not. Let me give you an example, all right? Mount Pleasant is down this side. Them have a place in St. Anne that then called Truck Stop or Truck Pit or Truck Stop or Truck Pit. It in a place called CLM, which is not far from where the Mount Pleasant camp house is. So the players can go there. And oftentimes I'll hear people say, yo, me see them on their party last night and them on their party and them have game today. But yes, when them play they turn out, them must score a goal. So I don't think, hey, it look like Alj know me I talk about him say chuck stuff. Chuck stuff the girls them there. I don't know. You know because it look like you go down there. Right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. If you go there now, you can go there and play. It's just like, I don't think a coach should say to a player, listen, you have match tomorrow, do not sleep with your wife, not sleep with your baby mother, not sleep with your girlfriend, because if you sleep with her whole night and make love, you go tired and you're not going to play well. I hear people like get into people's private life. You're the money who wrote themselves last night. Then who wrote themselves last night? That is why they can't play. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Players have to be professional. And you don't need a professional player understand what is at stake. So he doesn't do anything to jeopardize his team and himself. You think these players don't know that they have a brand, that they are brand ambassadors? These players have many things at stake. You cannot. In fact, there are players who will tell you that the best thing for them to do is to make love to them wife before them play. And next player will tell you, like, he must be born a bigger spliff. And next player will tell you, say, he must eat bun and cheese. Like people tell you that Pepe Goodison, when he was representing Jamaica, would eat bun and cheese and drink orange juice before the game. It never affected his performance because every man in a pre-game rituals and practices are different. Some people need to have some fun and party. Some people just want to lock down and stay in them room and don't ever talk to nobody. Them don't want a noise because them locked in. Everybody pre-match ritual is different. And I don't think at the highest level of football, you need to have these things. What I will say is that when you have these things, you should not bring woman on the camp. You should not, you understand me? You should not keep the party on the camp. If you have the free day, use it. But other days when you're not given time, don't break the rules. That I don't agree with. But if you get a free day, if your team give you a free day, maximize your free day in the way that you know will not jeopardize your performance. Dima, where Dima get this from? You have got to give me the scientific evidence of this, Dima. Or the biological. We don't know where you get this from, Dima. Some people are, I think Collie Sinclair is saying that the lights out would help. I need to get your opinion on this. So maybe some people need to call and tell me if there should be lights out. I don't know. Where's the Jason? No. Have fun and party isn't a recommended pre-match ritual. Pre-match ritual. What I'm saying though, if it, remember, it is not the night. I do not recommend, please, people. All right, let's take some call. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good afternoon. Who are we speaking with? Yeah, man. Blessings. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. There's something that you're saying concerning the players and whether they go to bed early, whether they party or not, if the performance will be the same. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But there are times, money, that you have to save some players from themselves because they don't know when to stop. And you have to save them from themselves. You're going to instill some kind of discipline where it's going to be fine, or you cut out the party time and make it minimal, or no wise. Because you find out sometimes at the World Cup in tournaments where they tell us, listen, like you have persons who ban some of these things, you have clubs, you have nations who ban some things because they know that if they don't put a ban on it, players take it out of hand and it causes a problem with performance. It's the first thing people point to when you perform poorly. If you went to the night before, or if they eat this, or if they don't get enough rest. These are the first things.
No, but that's a different. Remember now. No, man. You see now. This is a different thing. If you do not get rest the night before, that's a different issue. All of these things happen. All of these things. No, man. No. So that remember that all of these things happen according to people. This Sunday. The game was the Tuesday. So there was a whole day on Monday. So I am saying, that's what I am saying. If you have the free evening, the Sunday evening, because the game is on Tuesday, you're saying that the players, if you're married, you cannot be with your wife when the game is on Tuesday?
No, I am not saying that.
Okay.
No, I am not saying that if you have a free day in between. Because usually, after playing a match and go through rigorous running and stuff like that, this is scientific, that your body needs 72 hours to recover. To recover so you can perform at a maximum level again. Yeah? Your body needs 72. This is scientifically proven, brother. This is in the football world.
So scientifically, what I can tell you, the senior team, recovery boots. These guys have the recovery stuff now, right? It means that recovery is not 72 hours. Once these guys go in and
it is going to be.
I am telling you, during the Gold Cup, because of the short turnaround, you never had 72 hours of training. So the team has recovery boots and recovery stuff that you purchase. They have purchased those through the FIFA thing. So when a player play, them traveling, them have on them recovery boots and stuff to speed up the recovery.
True. I agree. I am not saying I don't agree with what they're saying with some of the things. But I am saying there are players that you have to save them from themselves because they tend to go overboard with some things. You get me? This is just general, I am not talking about the whole thing with Jamaica what happened over a couple of days. I am saying in general, you have to save some players from themselves. I mean, if person that helped Ronaldinho with the Madrid, I think he would have played longer at a higher level. So I'm saying this can be of a future impact on players if they don't take care of their body to perform at maximum level.
And I am not saying
it's
that
not just for the short term.
All right. I think listen, remember what I'm saying. If a player parties and you can connect the player partying, the player having sex with his wife or girlfriend or baby mother, and you can clearly see that activity led to his poor performance, then the player must be dropped for his performance. That's what I am saying. I am saying a player should be dropped because of his performance. I don't need to get into why you're performing that way, My thing is that as the coach,
I agree.
You see, when I put you on the field and you don't perform, you're going to get dropped. Yeah. You now need to do what you need to do. I am not here to tell you not to party. I am not here to tell you that you need to go to your bed at X time. I'm not going to save you from yourself. I'm not saving you from yourself. You're an adult.
You can't control it. You cannot control if a man has sex 10 times a day or if in part. You cannot control it as a coach. You can't. Because so you think lights out and this man decides I'm going to go somewhere when time the lights out. You can't control everything. And as you said, it has to be performance based. If the guy don't perform, then you drop him. Then he needs to know that listen, I need to cut out this and I need to cut out that. You get what I mean? And cut out whatever you need to cut out. It is all based upon the performance. I agree. But I am just saying, if coaching art, for me personally, there are some players that we personally have to talk about certain
all right,
things.
So let me ask you this,
but there are some things you have to help.
All right, so let me ask you this. Around how many years have you watched? All right, let's use Leon as an example. Because seeing that a lot of this that people saying centered. And people saying we
It
conflicted
is
and all
based
of that.
upon him, right?
All right, no. So let me ask you this. All right, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
How
Yeah.
long has Leon been playing for Jamaica? No.
Maybe I think what 4 or 5 years. Is it that long?
4 or 5 years. So how many you'd say, but in that 4 or 5 years, you'd say that he has had like how many good performances?
It is all good. It's going to be expectations, you know. All right, I can pinpoint one that he has a really good game. I think it's in the Mexico game. I think where we played them in Mexico. He had a wonderful game.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's my point then. The fact that we can't say no man, him always play good. Maybe it is his performance, and it has nothing to do with the partying. That is a problem. And if he's going, what I'm saying to you is that if he's going to be dropped, it shouldn't be because he partied. It should be because he did not perform.
No. I agree. It has to be his performance. I don't know if this man party 10 times a day. I don't know. And that's really and truly, I don't care. However, if you're not going to perform at your maximum, then we have to take a look at what is causing it. Personally, me as a coach, I tend to look at my players off the field situation too. I am interested in these things. You get what I mean? Because if it's a case where I don't know if that's causing a performance, but I am going to ask, you know, what is causing it? What is the problem? It is just me be caring about the person holistically, not just because they play football. I want to know what is happening outside of your football life too. This is just me personally as a coach. I check on these things, and if I realize the performance is poor, we're going to have a talk. This is just generally me. I don't know if the national coaches and club coaches are the same. They might not be the same because you might play more games for your club more than your country. Possible. But I am just saying, personally as a coach, I tend to look out for more than one thing. You get what I mean? Not just football, not a part of your life. That's just me personally.
Yes. All right. Oh, geez. I think, oh, geez. I need to call. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. A call was calling. People were calling me around it. Go ahead, caller. Can we have a next call coming in?
Yeah, man. I just read and truly. Concerning his performances, they're not always great. And it's not just him alone. And it's a team thing. You get what I mean? Really and truly, I just think Leon just need to allow the game to give him whatever the game give you take. You know what I mean? If you just all right, because sometimes we try to enforce and it doesn't work out.
All right, we're going to take a next one. We're getting some serious feedback over your side. Yeah, man. All right, then blessings, caller. Thanks again. Yeah. All right, we're going to see if we can take a next call. Love is the answer. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Love is the answer. You better come spit some love right now, you know. Go ahead.
Man, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, I've been listening to the topic that's been discussed in the last half an hour. And man, I'm not on your side of what you're saying. You're saying that if the person goes out and he drinks and then comes on the field and he doesn't perform, you're going to drop him based on his performance. But it seems like you're not going to have any more further discussion with him. Management, when Arsene Wenger went to Arsenal in the late 90s, he changed the culture of how English players used to carry themselves, like their behavior. They used to drink a lot of beers and go to the bars, and he changed that culture. And you see the improvement of the Arsenal team and also the English players going forward. That's a significant point there. So if, for example, you're saying the free time was on a Sunday and the guys go out and party, you don't think it may not have an effect on their game on Tuesday?
I did not say that.
Listen,
No.
No,
None of us are saying that it cannot affect their game. I am saying to you that at the international level, you see, club is different because club is really I am paying you. You have a contract with me. If I say to you, you're only supposed to wear pants while you're in contract with me, you have to do that. The thing with national teams is that the players for the most part are not contracted. All right? So understand this. Understand my point. When the players go out,
Okay.
so let me finish.
Okay.
If a player goes out, if a player, for example, if a player consistently has not performed with the team, and then on one of those occasions he goes to a party and doesn't perform. Remember, he generally doesn't perform. He goes to a party and doesn't perform. You cannot draw the conclusion that the party is what has affected his performance. And therefore, because he partied, he should be dropped. I am saying that when I'm dropping a player as a coach, I want to look at his performance and say, you have not been performing well. I'm going to replace you. Then the onus is on that player to look at himself as a responsible adult who is a brand ambassador and say, listen, I've been dropped here. I've been dropped there. Could it be my lifestyle is affecting my performance? And the player takes initiative to change their lifestyle to see if that will improve their performance. Because for me, it is unfair to put a 10 o'clock curfew on me when I am not using my time to party. But because you want to help one player, you curfew everybody.
Man,
Yes.
I think you're incorrect. And I said something to you.
All right, go
if
ahead.
Players are going to come to play for the international team, listen, there's a commitment. There's a moral commitment to give your best. And that includes also your off the field behavior, your mannerism off the field. That's included in it too. Right? Because don't tell me the difference between club and country, because club, your contract arrangement, but you also have a moral obligation, a commitment to your country. So when you get selected, it's an honor to be selected by your country.
So hold on. If I come and I upgrade, my country can't afford to fly me first class. I will pay for that. Watch this. So I come, I play without any pay because I love my country. I think for us to question a person's moral commitment because they choose to party when they come to represent your country, I think it is a thin line, because there is a person who may party on the Sunday and have an excellent game. Like I said to you before, most of these players went out to do things with friends and families. We saw a video of a party. The others went out. Andre Blake, Ethan Pinnock, all of these guys played well. All of them played well.
I think the culture of the things you're saying about is like people had the freedom to do what they want to do off the field, regardless of whether the JFF paid for the AP or not. Let me tell you something, man, and I will stop here. When you are selected by your country, you have an obligation to carry yourself like a true professional. Yes, you get proper rest, helps you to perform. So when nighttime comes, you can't be out at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and expect to perform well. It doesn't help. But I'm saying to you that when you come to your country, just be professional about it on and off the field and give your best. Because whether the drinking downgrade your performance or not, that's still debatable. But you must always carry yourself like a role model. Very important.
All right.
It ain't difficult to do.
I hear you, you know. I hear you. All right.
Let me just say this last. I find that perhaps when you're close associated with the senior team and the federation, I think you have tapered down your hardness towards that association.
No,
Let's call.
no.
Let's call.
No,
A and A
let me say this. So let me say this. Your position is that players who are called up to a national team should not party and consume alcohol. That is your position. Because if they do that, it is they are not morally committed to the national team.
No. Don't put words.
No, I'm asking you because I want you to give me your. So are the players allowed
my
to?
Position.
No, man.
This is my position.
I'm asking you a
this
question.
Is my position.
No, let me ask you let me finish asking the question. Because what I am trying to find out is if we're saying that when players get called for national duty, they should not go to a party, because these are the issues they had. People have an issue with them going to a party. So are we saying, I'm asking, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. If players are called for national duty, they are not allowed to have or go on any parties during the window.
My statement, and I want to make a statement, is that when you get picked for the national team, you can go out and socialize, but be moderate about your activities when you're on national duties. Because when you go party, sometimes you can get peer pressure and things can get out of hand. So just be moderate, be smart, be professional about your activities off the field when you call for national duty.
Exactly.
That's how I'm going to answer that question.
Exactly. And you and I agree. So I am saying, and that onus is on the player. So I'm not telling you not to party, but you are a professional. You have been called to the national team. So if you party, you must know that, listen, even if it weren't the national team and I were doing this, then I have a club. I'm a brand ambassador for companies. Not only that, I need my proper rest. All right? So all I'm saying is that with those things, you have to, because to put those things as like rules to govern it, you may find that people may follow the rule, but they have no respect for it. And then they may not even be committed to performance because they believe that they are treated like children. So it is a very thin road. While I agree, because remember, I am all for players getting dropped, when they are not performing, because as a coach, you have an obligation to select the players who are performing and drop those who are not. So if a man go party and then him don't perform at the game, whether or not the party had anything at all to do with it, is not my concern. My concern is that you did not perform. So whatever you need to fix, you need to go and fix it. Because the person who replaced you scored, so guess what? You're going to be dropped from the next squad. And until I see you performing, you will not get back in it. But I am not here to tell you, come in at 6 o'clock. Don't go, you can't sleep with your wife. You can't go drink. You can't go party. I am not here to tell you that. I am here to get the best out of my team on the field. And if you're not doing that, you are out of the team.
Okay, no problem. Point taken.
You're sure? Because this is I am sure.
I feel you're sticking to your guns, but at the end of the day, you and I might be saying the same thing, but coming from a different angle. But at the same time, man is man. You're experienced person. You know what sometimes can happen at these parties, eh? Things can get out of hand.
I know.
Okay?
I don't.
So why you put yourself in that kind of environment?
You know what?
Understand?
You know what? Maybe because it's because I would not go to listen. If I get called to the national team, well, I won't get called, but hypothetically speaking, if I were to be called, it would be such an honor. Well, I'm not a party person and I don't drink, so it wouldn't affect me. But there are certain things like I play better when I sit up and think than fall asleep, because sometimes when I'm lying down, I'm not sleeping and my mind is working. So I rather sit up and read for long before I play a game. That's my ritual. Some people are going to say it's bad practice, but before games that I used to play, the more I sleep, I felt like it's the more tired I get.
Mm-hmm. But man, you have to also understand the dynamic in football is that when you go there and play, sometimes you may get an easy game, but sometimes you may get a very high intensity game, and you have to be physically sound on your A game. And if you don't know the party and don't know the activity of the field, it not help you physically or sometimes mentally. So fans want people to be in good shape, good condition for game time, and that's the point where a lot of fans are saying to you. Understand? So you just want your best performance on the field. Prepare yourself. Preparation for the game is also getting good rest, drinking the right fluid, so you can be well prepared for the game. And that's all the fans are saying.
All right.
That's what fans are saying.
All right.
You're not saying no party.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think we are somehow at the same place, but we have some work on, but I always appreciate your contribution.
Yeah, I'll talk again.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
Okay.
Cool. All right, blessings. Yeah, man. All right. So we have some persons calling in. People, if I talking to one person, and you call, I would have to cut them off, don't it? So you have to wait until the call finish, then you call. But T-Gat is here. T-Gat, there was some sound in your background, So
yeah, and I log out and
yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right, these people are blowing this party thing way out of proportion, and you know that in some of the clubs, when these people play a match, even when they score a goal, they go to clubs the following night after the match and they party and they go home and they come back to training and stuff like that. Do you know that?
I don't think the people are saying that you can't go party after the game. Like, I don't think the people who have a problem if they went partying Tuesday night after the game. What people are concerned about, to be fair, from those who are speaking, to be fair to the people who are speaking, they are saying that if you're doing it leading up to the game, it could be an issue because you need rest.
No, but he went to the party Sunday night, right? He had Monday to rest and plus Tuesday. You understand? You have a whole day. He had a whole day, and then he played Tuesday at 7.
Yeah,
so
but could it also be, sorry, Tiga, but isn't it also a fair point? Jason Goon and Jaros and the rest of the person saying this. Isn't it determined? Isn't it also fair to say, in a case where a player has not been doing well over a period of time, right? Shouldn't you now look at the activities that you do to see if, because what you don't want to do, do things that if you don't perform, people can say it is because of that. It is because of that. Shouldn't you have proper scrutiny in your own life? I don't know.
This is what I have to say with these players. These persons, they are not the coach. If Leon Bailey not playing well, then the coach will see and he'll do his adjustment. They're making this accusation from a long time with Leon Bailey. And Leon Bailey is still being called up. Leon Bailey is still playing 90 minutes and stuff like that. Playing how much minutes? He's playing how the coach instructed him to play or wanted him to play. If he's not playing what the coach wanted him to play, I don't think he'll be out there. You understand? And you're saying that, he's not playing well, he's not playing well. That means there's something wrong. The coach, Leon Bailey, are past then. Because if he's not performing, why you have him out there playing? If he's not giving you what you want, why you have him out there playing? So it's not Leon Bailey who should be blaming. We should be blaming the coach. Because the coach have the call. If the player not, and we are behaving like we are the coach, the fans are behaving like they are the coach. So if Leon Bailey is not performing, is the coach job to not play. But
so if you were the coach for the next window, would you call up Leon Bailey?
If I give specific instruction,
no man. Let me ask you the question more pointed. Given what you saw, you're a coach. You're a coach. Given what you saw at the Gold Cup, given what you saw in these two Nations League games, would you still call up the player for the next window?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I call him up?
Okay. Okay. No, man. Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Of course I would call him. Call him, give him 120 minutes if he's fit and ready to go. We are behaving like we're the coach. Fans can't behaving like they're the coach. If he's playing and
but
playing,
you're saying that the coach is what? Here's what you're saying, though, Tiga, that it is the
right.
coach who's supposed to be blamed.
Yes, if he's not performing, I'll
Right.
have him on the field.
Right. But so you, if you were the coach, you would still call him. So you believe that he is performing? Then?
Of course.
Okay.
That's why he's playing. That's why he's playing.
Okay. Okay.
That's why he's playing.
I'm just asking.
Of course.
All right.
That's why he's playing.
Jermaine was trying to call. So let's hear what Jermaine has to say. Some very interesting comment. Jermaine, you have been trying to get through for quite a while.
Brother.
Let me mute T-God so you can go. Go ahead. What say you now?
Yeah, man. So I am not gonna disrespect you in no way, shape, or form because I have the most respect for you. And I'm listening to the guy that called before Tiga, and he was actually spot on. He said something which I think you kind of sidestepped. I didn't think you actually heard him. He said, since you're with the national team, you kind of get soft on the, soft on some stuff.
For
So
example, hold on. Give me an example of what I am soft on in this particular case. Give me an example.
I said he said that and you sidestepped it. I didn't know if you actually heard the question, but I'm not even gonna go there because I said to you, I'm not here to disrespect you. But Tigat, let me answer some of the stuff you're saying. What people are saying, I don't think people are really mad about anybody go out to party. What people are saying, if you're not performing, right? They're mad with your performance. I mean, and let me get to the heart of the matter. I'm talking about, yes, it's Mr. Bailey. His performance is disgusting. And I have a right to let my emotions, my, opinion is mine. I'm a fan. We want to see the national team succeed. This guy's supposed to be the star player. He's supposed to be the name. He's not performing. Let's stop hiding that, please. Right? And yes, if he's out there not doing right, then the coach needs to get some of the blame too. But Leon Bailey is not performing. For God's sake, let's stop hiding it. He's disgusting in the national shirt. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's talented, full of talent. When he plays for us, and I'm going to let you talk, he's not performing. He's not. I'm going to listen to you for a second.
Hold on, let me unmute T-God.
Yeah, I'm saying Leon Bailey is not performing.
Yes.
All right. In our eyes, we're saying that Leon Bailey is not performing. In the coach eyes, he is. Because in the coach eyes, he's playing 90 minutes and more. So we are not the coach and we can't make the call that he's not performing. We only can say he's not performing, but the coach say he is. So who are we? Who are we to say that Leon Bailey is not performing? The coach say the person we should blame now is the coach. Because the coach is making the call. Leon Bailey don't put himself on the field. Leon Bailey don't put himself on the field, and Leon Bailey can't take off himself off the field. It's up to the coach to do that.
And so
maybe we're
shifting the blame.
Maybe we're shifting the blame the wrong place.
All right, hold on, Tiga. Let's go to the call. Yeah, man. Yeah. You heard what Tiga said, Jermaine. Go ahead.
So I'm saying yes, the coach need to get some of the blame too. But from what I see, right, and from what everybody says, the fans have a natural right to be upset, and we're upset. And then yes, some players are calling out the coach too. Some people are calling out the coach, which I do have a lot of respect for the coach, and I want to see him succeed. But for the life of God, why is this guy out there when he's not performing? So let me ask you this question now, Mr. Tigat. In your eyes, is Bailey performing well?
Given the responsibility that he has, all right, given the responsibility that he has, he's playing under instruction. Understand? He's playing under. I want him to play better, but he's playing under the coach instruction. You
Okay, you're
understand?
not
If
asking
you
a
can't,
question. I'm
you know,
asking you, in
all right,
your
hold on.
eyes,
Every
is he
coach,
playing good? In your eyes, take out the coach you're talking, all that other thing. In your eyes, is Leon Bailey performing good in the national team the last 10 games?
all
That's the
right,
question I ask you. Take the
he's
coach out
not
of it.
performing, like how what I saw him play
Jesus
maybe
Lord.
5 or 6 years ago when he was at the
Let me
German
ask and
team.
rephrase the question to you again. Let me rephrase the question to you again. In your eyes, is Leon Bailey performing for the national team well? Please just answer the question, yes or no.
In my eyes. Ha!
Brother, you God. Brother, you expose yourself. You expose yourself. Listen, if we can't be each other and we can't be honest that the guy is garbage when he played for us, he's a great player. Let's stop sugarcoating it. It's what it is. And this is one of our downfall. Yes, the coach needs to take some of the responsibility to, right? But look, man, the last game when Leon Bailey played for the National Stadium, when I heard Military Guna said, right, he was in the stand. And some people were saying, right, SYM, I know you guys know what that means, right? They were disgusting with his play, and he looked like there's something wrong with him on the field. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna go for the party because I wasn't there, and I'm not blaming that. But to be honest with you, brother, the guy's play is terrible. So just look on it and admit it. Stop sugarcoat it. We need to be much better. We don't care who you is. Respect the jersey. Fight for it. Fight for it. As that man say, fight for it. Listen, man, I wasn't at the game, right? But I
Hold on. So who say he's not fighting? Who say he's not fighting? Who say you think Leon Bailey put on the jersey? Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on, Nicola. Let me ask you this. You think any of these Jamaican Reggae Boyz players put on the jersey just to go out there to make a mockery of themselves? You think they do that? You think they don't want to win? You think they don't want to win?
From the game
No,
I watched Tuesday with
hold
Leon Bailey,
on.
I don't see no fire. I don't see. But you ask me a question, brother. Let me answer. Let me answer. Right? I don't believe that anybody go out there to make a mockery of themselves. That's true. I don't believe that. But let me give you a prime example. And let's go back and forth. Now, I do respect you. Unlike how we have in this farmer dialogue, right? So, Bobby Reed was one of the players that they were criticizing a lot. The last 3 games, right? Bobby Reed step up and him start to put in work. He may not be scoring, but him out there run and he might pass, he now drop as he touch himself in drop. Right? Him out there might run, he might do this, right? And he might do so people come off of Bobby Reed case because of my work. Leon Bailey have not stepped up. Tuesday's game, he must have what you call it? Drop C. As you touch himself in drop, and him down there he can barely get up, and him aside, right? No, I have my criticism of him is real. So I am telling you what I see from him. I don't see a fight. I don't see like him sure that he's gonna get on the next game. So he just take it easy. Now, if you disagree with me, you have a right to disagree with me. But if you didn't see that, I think that your unconscious bias is telling you not to say the truth. All right, T got us turned off his cam. So, Jermaine, when he comes back, I'm going to let him respond. But we have a next caller coming in and unseen as John. But I think he makes some very good point. I do agree with you that I mean, and I will say this based on my expectation. Because remember, for those of you who don't know, I know Leon Bailey from before Leon Bailey met Craig Butler. That's how long I know him. I mean, he didn't know me but because he was younger. So I knew him before he met Craig Butler. Because he's over from Cassava Peace. He used to come by Nazareth and play football as a kid. So I knew how good he was from that time with Bobby Crackers and all of those things. So I knew where I'm from. Know him as a kid too. Yeah, so my expectation of him is his performances have been underwhelming because of my expectation. I'm telling you that. So I agree with you. That is why I am saying that there's no connection between the parties and his performance, because Even when there's no party, I don't think we can say, yo, imagine he didn't go to party. And look how he played exceptional. So I think there are other factors that, as a player, he needs to look at.
Thank you, Mannings, man. You hit the hammer on the head, and that's why I like talking to you. I appreciate you for this. I don't think the party have nothing to do with this, and thank you so much for clearing that up. Right, for those folks who just want to say people are acting for party, no, this was before the partying thing come out. There's something else going on, and I appreciate it. That's one of the reasons why I have so much respect for you. I appreciate you for coming and saying that, and let me go back and express myself, because a lot of people out there is this, and then thank you so much for this platform. Thank you so much for taking my call, and thank you so much for giving me the chance to, to express it, because I'm frustrated. He's a marquee player. I said, all the other guys, step up. Police, all these guys, the one from Canada. What's his name again? The one that played for Bayern Munich. These guys step up, for CONCACAF. Leon Bailey has not shown it, and he has the talent, man. Something is wrong. We don't know what it is. Right? Yeah. And man, the second thing, these group of guys being together for two. Is he back?
Yeah, Tiga, no, man, go ahead and make a point, because we're going to need...
Yeah, man. I want to say something.
Hold on, Tiga. I want Jermaine to finish, because our next person have been calling very long now, and I want to take that call. So, Jermaine, just make a final point.
I'm like Tiga. Yeah.
All right, then. So, respect every time. Oh.
No, man, let me just finish up.
Yeah.
Something to Tiga real quick. Okay, so Tiga, my point is, I'm not out to attack one player, right? Personal, but he's the marquee player. He's the man that we are looking upon. And if you cannot see that this guy is failing us, right? I don't know if something personal is going on. I want to see him succeed.
I wouldn't go so far, Jermaine, as to say that. I wouldn't say that he's failing us, because that looked like the fail of the team to win the game against Haiti is his fault. I wouldn't say. What I'm saying is that his performance, I want to separate his performance from the team. I don't want people to walk away believe that the reason why Jamaica didn't beat Haiti is because of him, because that is not the case.
No. It takes a team to win, and it takes a team to lose.
There you go.
Right? A team to lose. But his role is vital. And he needs to step up. So, Mr. Tiga, I am just asking you to be honest. This is not about me or you. It's for the betterment of Jamaica football. And yes, the coach, Blaine House, needs to stand some of this responsibility. I love the coach. I want to see the coach succeed. But if you have a player out there that's not performing, no matter who it is, you're not too big to be dropped. Right? You're not too big, you know what I mean? So I'm going to step off and listen to you, but I just want you to be honest. Let's look at in the next 2-3 games and then see, and then I can call back and have a conversation with you and see what's going on. Much respect, and I'm going to listen to you after you.
All right. Bless up, Jermaine. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, man. Respect.
All right, Tiga, I'm going to call back Twilly, but Tiga, go ahead and make the point. And then in the meantime. Yeah.
All right, this is it now. Maybe our expectation of Leon.
Hey, Tiga, nobody use my line, Nobody use my line, You come to your own theory. Nobody use what he said.
All right. Maybe our expectation was up here, and he's not up here. We get a player name, Demar here. Great. Is that our expectation was up here? And guess what? He live up to the hype. You understand? Maybe Leon Bailey is not the same type of player. So we need to get down and come up and say, guess what? No, he's not the Cinderella player that we were thinking about. He played for some good clubs and he performed, but he's not performing as the other club, because the clubs that he played for, maybe there are some good players good, and they can do some good darting run and kick the ball and back at the net and stuff like that. It's not the same luxury with the Jamaican team. You understand? The Maragir have a more football head and can back it up with him skill and stuff like that. So guess what? The fans then need to say, guess what? We're going to bring down expectation. Leon Bailey, like another player, is not of that great caliber that we will put him in. So we put him in a different grade. When we used to go to school and then we put us in a grade, the bright class. You understand? Like the 1 class. And you now perform them, drop you and put in at the 2 class. So if we go drop Leon Bailey and take the lower expectation. You understand? That's all we need to do. Just lower expectation for Leon Bailey. And I think we'll be comfortable.
Okay, all right. All right, and we have Unseen was joined, but we have Stefan online. Stefan, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. What say you on this matter?
Yeah, man. Morning's blessings. You hear me clear?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you clearly. Stefan?
Okay. Right. And the comparison, yeah, man. You hear me, man?
Yeah, we're hearing you now. Yeah.
You hear me clear, man? Clearly, man?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you now. Oh, look, we lost Stefan. Let's see if we can take a next one. Hold on. Twilly!
Yes, man. How are you?
Welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man. What go on, man, is, man?
Yeah, man, we're there here. Now we know it's a very good topic. So, Stefan, as soon as I finish with Twilly, I call you back because the call dropped. All right. So if you hear that, you go. Go ahead. What say you? Twilly, go ahead. Make your point now.
Yeah, man. We just want to give my two cents on the thing because we don't understand what really are going on with the fans them right now. Because I don't think so the team play that part. If the man them react so on the player them, virgin. It's like that Jamaica lose. If we get this result in the World Cup qualify, no they're happy. Because if they say the team now play good, right? And the man them no lose.
Yeah.
We will take that.
Yeah, that's a good point I think you're making because if we are so upset,
11 man play football.
Yeah.
Why the man them blame?
Yeah, I think you're making. Yeah, I
Champion
think,
Brown.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, go ahead. May I
No,
hear you?
yeah, man. I think you have a point. I understand what the people are saying, but I think you have a point. If we are saying that the team is still not playing good, one of our better players is underperforming, but we still get a point out of the game. It is not as bad as we are making it, given even the conditions of the field and stuff. So I understand that, but the concerns are legitimate that the fans have. Because I think what they're saying is that, listen, if you are a player, and let's not probably put this on an individual player, but if you're a player and you are not performing well, then you have to be wise enough to check your activities outside of football because somehow people are going to ascribe those behaviors to your performance. And I think that is what most persons are saying. Because listen, if nobody saw those videos, they would still say that he didn't play good, but they wouldn't want to add the whole outside of the football activities to it. So that is why I'm saying the individual players have to understand that they are a brand ambassador. So they're always going to be scrutinized, and therefore they have to be careful where they go and what they do. Not that what they are doing is wrong, because they're adults, they can do it. But when you don't go on the field and perform, then people are going to what Jamaica say, put one on one together, basically. But I there's some truth in what you're saying, which is right. The team got 4 points from 2 games. They conceded 2 goals and they scored 3. All right, it's not a bad. It's not terrible, but we expect a whole lot more, especially coming out of the Gold Cup. Yeah. Yesterday.
For sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Me understand all of that too, man, is man. But the thing is, you see, the caller we just come on a while ago. The man said the man play like garbage. You want to tell me that he never told Leon Bailey cross the ball to Gray and Gray take the shot and he come off of the 80 play and go in at the goal. So why you not talk about that? Why am I talk about Leon Bailey fall down? Why the man never say Leon Bailey belly big? The man never say Javrian belly big? The man never say the man never drop? What do you mean by that? I don't understand. You can't be personal with the thing. If you talk about football, Virgin, why the man them get personal?
And also Leon Bailey take a shot. Also, Leon Bailey take a shot and the ball was blocked by Gray. I would know if the ball ended up at the back of the net.
Yeah, even the first game, remember the man crossed the ball to Gray. Gray passed it to Bobby Reed score, and the referee call it off. Everybody says it's a clear goal, lot, but nobody see where it come from. But they just talk about, like, everybody look out for negative, yeah. Oh, Jamaica gets a negative, Rasta. Me there in Canada, me listen to the show them sometime, and me can't understand what Jamaican them get. The man them, me there on the road, and the man them just make me hungry every day, listen to the show them. Why? Me not understand. We too negative, brethren. When we see our brother struggle, we try to help him up. Why we are trying to bring him down? And then a man say a constructive criticism. I bash some of the man, I bash the man them purposely, brethren. I bashing. Because when you look for the man and say man belly big, look for Leon Bailey now. You see Leon Bailey belly big? And why the man look on? Look on Javian Brown. This is personal thing, brethren. It's like a personal attack against some of the player them. The man have to stop it, man. It's wrong. It's wrong, brethren. Me no not attacking to neither Leon Bailey, Damian Lou, or Javian Brown. I am just a country from certain area and there in Canada. And just listen and I say, yo, we are all human beings, you know. Me come to Canada when we are 26. How much are we? What we are doing when we are 26 years old? How much are we? The man them not look on the human side of the thing. Why the man them act like the man them a robot and the man them not no feelings? The man them just a deal with the man them a we like say boy the man them a some murderer and some but the man them fix up the thing man. But disappointed in a lot of fans them because some of them a talk like say boy the man them never do nothing good yet. A be negative the man them a talk about. You have to be balanced. If you're talking about the man them a do something bad, put in what the man them do good too. So we can't have a fear perspective for where the man them a go out, but all of the man them a talk about the man a party. Come on, man. The man now have the greatest game, but at the end of the day, the man still put out the effort because Missy said the man have put out the effort. Me with the Canada and somebody at Jamaica beg me a $50. I send a $50 go give them. And when me send them, I go say for that me send. It's like that the man look for. They expect Leon Bailey say Leon Bailey to play like one of the greatest baller in the world. But if the man not play like the greatest baller, the man them say the man no good. And the expectation the people them have to lower it. Because you can't expect something when you don't get it, you're going to kill the man. And you expect it enough, and over the man tell you expect it.
So Carla, give us some positive from you, sir.
Well, with me, my positive one I get from the game, then from the Gold Cup come to now, Mrs. say, some love in I think you know. Because before, Jamaica play good and still lose. And now me see the man them play for and win. So me have to say the love there, the unity there, and the man them a try. We can't say the man them a try. Based on where I come from, select the last 2 years ago. So that is good enough for me because not overnight. So me will take my time and patient and give the man them as much time. When a man not play good, a man can get drop and next man come in. Me not go come beat a man and say a man fi drop and a man not fi call back to Jamaica team and all them something there. Remember, say the man them job this, this man them do for a living, The man them on a construction worker and brother. So if we deal with the man them, so suppose the man them get leg off from them club, now get called for Jamaica. What you think? Man them can't mad out. Like how me hear them a sing down there. Mad out. Come on, man.
Carla, no matter with the one. But I hear you. But at the same time, though, you have to understand that in the same way you have very strong views and you have very strong opinion. All right. There are other persons who their opinion is different from yours, and they have the same right as you to express their opinions, even if you don't agree with it. But I totally understand you that we can look at some of the positive. But the people have legitimate reasons to question some of the things, and they have a right to their opinion. And it is okay for you to have a different opinion from them. And that is the beauty of these platforms. They allow people to express their opinion, and it should be without judgment, because some of it is just your opinion. And then what we can do is put the facts out there so we can all be at a better place. But appreciate it, really. Appreciate your passion. All right?
Yes, man. Respect, man. We don't like the overboard thing, Bridget. The man them just be a little bit more generous with the thing, and you don't have to go overboard with it, Bridget. Overkill the thing, you see me? I understand, I know what the people expect them to get right now, because the Premier League football and the top flight football in the world spoil the people, But We remember say we have built something, Bridging. So sometimes we have to take a back seat and look for the thing and not call the player them name and put some stigma to the player them. Call them by the right name, brother. Nobody call him and them garbage and the man them not good and some stuff. I don't think them really not like stealing a brother. You see me?
True. We should refrain from using certain adjectives to describe human being just generally. But we're going to take a next one. Big up yourself because I had Stefan and then Stefan called cut off, so I'm going to try and call him back. But really think you have some very solid points, Twilly. Bless up yourself.
Yeah, man, bless up you and bless up the panelists them same way and all of the people them listen. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right. People, we have the big
all right.
We have the big coach who won his first game this season. Unseen, what do you have to say about all that has been said so far? Unseen, you're unheard. So speak.
Man, is hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you now, loud and clear and loud.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we're hearing you loud and clear.
One
of the Unseen people, please hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the link right now. And remember, see the thing there, Zell. Try it out and tell me if it works. All right? Go ahead, Unseen.
Thanks, sir.
Unseen, you freeze like I want deep freeze, man. I want to go on with you, man. You're a big coach. You coach someone, brother, you get proper internet, no, man. Take the heap of thing them from the background there, so, man. It mess up your internet, Unseen, man. Cha, man. All right, Stefan, a your time now, you know. Stefan, a your time, you know. So let's get Stefan because Stefan, Unseen. People, somebody up Unseen get some proper internet now, man. Stefan, go ahead. Sorry about that. The call cut off, right? So, sorry, my apologies. So go ahead. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Problem. You hear me clearly?
Yeah, man. We're hearing you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So I'll be really quick still. So I think you finally came around to the point that a number of us and a number of persons have a little bit concerned with, right? So and the comparison made with Usain Bolt is a big difference because whilst he was partying and doing whatever he did, he was still performing at a high level and still was the best at what he did. Right? When you have players who are, not performing and have not been performing for quite some time, people will then try to ascribe their poor performances with possibly things that could be happening off the pitch. Right? And this is one such case. Now, no one is saying that this is exactly contributing to his poor performances, but people then try to ascribe, that to his poor performances over the time. So I don't think anyone is saying that the players shouldn't be partying, etc. But when you see the poor performances and then when you see off the pitch things, it only leads you to ask certain questions. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah, and that is what Stefan, because what I am saying, is that I don't believe like the modern day coach should get themselves caught up in the player's personal lifestyle. What they should do is this at the senior level. When you have youngsters, you can guide them and lead them. But when these players are being paid more than you, it's simply, you have to just say, do whatever you want to do in it. That's up to you. But it's when you come on to training and performance, if you are not at that place, you're going to be dropped. So I am saying that the onus is on the coach to drop the non-performing players. The onus is on the players to practice the best, to put into place the best practices so they can perform at their best, because all players should know that if you are not performing at your best, you're going to be dropped, and you will have to check the practices that you have around your life that are affecting your performance. But I don't think, and this is me personally, when it comes down to the senior level, that coaches need to enforce things to get players to act professional. That's just me.
Yeah, man, I totally agree, man, because these are professionals. So you will assess them based on their performance. So if you're not performing, right, you will have to, probably be benched or whatever for the time being, and then the player themselves should assess as to why is it that they are not performing. So I totally agree that the coach and persons in charge should let things be based on players' performance. Right? And in my opinion, the player hasn't been performing for quite some time. So, you know, I'll give my boss. But that's just my point, citizen. I totally understand what you say.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks, Stefan. And
Yeah,
sorry
man.
about the call being dropped earlier. All right.
No, man. That's fine. That's fine. Cool.
Yeah, man. All right. Unseen. Sorry about that. You can go now.
Yeah, my internet giving me issue, so I had to use a different system to get some internet. So
Yeah, Kyle. Hold on, Kyle. You're on hold. Unseen on the floor. Go ahead, Unseen.
So I believe that, you know, people have different opinion and you know, different players. Some people have them vendetta against players as well. So you may hear people really go after a particular player hard and harsh. We can't know about that. We just have to encourage them that, you know, these players are human beings and they have feelings and stuff like that. I think if memory serves me right, I was looking on something and I see that Bailey got the second highest ratings in the game against Haiti for the Jamaican team. So I don't understand where them come with some, you know, some of the time still he's not playing well. I think the coach can take him off and, you know, put on some other players. But our beat him, I think other players on the team need bigger beating than Bailey. You know, over the years they're playing for Jamaica and keep on, you know, kicking away the ball. And we're not calling those players out and beat them. Bailey is like the scapegoat, I think, because of a particular person. I think they're beating Bailey because
not the scapegoat, the scapegoat, brother.
The scapegoat.
The scapegoat, yeah. Not the scapegoat.
But my problem, most of the time, I think the problem is based on the system that we play. Maybe it don't really suit Bailey. And if I do a lot of running and, you know, different from when he play in England for
you know
his
what
team.
is so funny? But I mean, for me, like I said it earlier, Unseen, like I think my expectation of him is I don't think he has met those yet. I still believe it's going to happen. And I think there's a lot of room for improvement at the club level and at the international level for the player, because I have high expectations. All right. So I believe he has been underwhelming. However, with all of that, he in both games, he was the most fouled player for both games. In other words, he won the most free kicks for Jamaica.
Right.
Right. So maybe those are things he can look at and say, if I were playing better, imagine, maybe I could have won penalties. I could have. So that's what I'm saying, that it is for him to challenge himself, really, because I see Mr. United saying, and then we're going to get to Kyle on the line. Mr. United is saying this, right? He's saying that management, he believes that I am wrong. He's saying that he thinks the rest of the players should be monitored. Remember, we are not talking about the night before the game, because the night before the game, which is the Monday night, there is no report of the players not resting. And remember, the said player was at training and all the meetings. So they could have gotten their 8 hours sleep the night before the game. Remember, the game was also 7. The players didn't get up early in the morning because there was no training. So they had the whole day. So that's what I'm saying. I think it is issues outside of what we are discussing that is causing some of these, what many are deeming poor performances. It is other issues. All right. Big up Claudia.
But mine is one.
Okay, we have Kyle and like you can't. All right, let me give Kyle a chance, Anthony, and then we'll come to you.
Yeah, man, it's big up to you and the panelists and the people in the chat room. Yeah, I mean, from what I see, people using Bailey get go, because let's be honest. I mean, that was standard Bailey against Haiti, and that was the standard Bailey in the previous game, and the game before that, and the game before that. I mean, it's not new. You know, there were players on the field who were worse than Bailey, but I will not call any name. And let me just give you my opinion on that game. That was a game of character. We were 2 goals down in 15 minutes. That took a lion heart team to come back draw with them, almost winning the game. So that to me proved that that team is building up character. That's in my opinion. That we had 71% possession, 18 shots on goal.
78.
Well, that depends on which app you look at. But my own says 71. 18 shots on goal. 18 shots on goal. Come on, man. I mean, people must be reasonable.
No, we had 18 shots, 2 on target.
All right, fine. But the point is, we had so many shots on goal that we could have won that game. I mean, man of the match was the goalkeeper, right? I mean, that tells you the whole story. The man of the match was the Haitian goalkeeper. Come on, guys. Let's be real. I mean, that was a well fought out game. We played with heart. The players was in it. The fans was in it. So I don't see how people can single out Bailey and say, XYZ. Give me a break. I mean, that was standard Bailey. Let's just get used to it. We have a talented team. Players of equal caliber in certain position, and they can only get better. They can only get better. So let's just rally behind the team, give them our support, and just keep the train rolling, because we're going to our next World Cup. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So let me just say this, Kyle. But I think though we have to be careful that we don't dismiss what the concerns of the people are. What the people are saying is that, listen, in the case where a player is not a high-profile player, one, players must understand that we're in the era of social media, right? We're in the era, so nothing that players do now will be hidden. It will be exposed. So because your performance is under much scrutiny, you have to be careful of the extracurricular activities in your life, because people are going to connect those things, especially when your performance is in their eyes not the best. And I think that cannot be, we cannot just dismiss that like that is not an issue. You understand me? Yeah.
Let me respond to that, okay? We all watch the Premier League. In fact, we watch leagues all over the world. It's not uncommon to players to go out and have a good time and come back and play a Premier League game. It's not uncommon. You often hear stories of players getting into fights at pubs because they are out there enjoying themselves. Jamaicans need to grow up. These are adults.
Yeah.
And I'm like you said, if they're not performing on the field, the coach bench them. It's simple as that. So people want to make an issue that they were out there partying XYZ. Guess what? They're entitled to it. They get judged on their performance. They are professional. It happens in Europe. It's standard practice. Fans need to educate themselves. So I have no issue with what they are doing, but they know, and we know, that they get judged by their performance, and action will be taken if they're not up to par.
Yeah. Like I will have an issue if the players are not, for example, if they are told you cannot leave the camp, and then you leave the camp, I have an issue with that. If they are told that, you understand, you can't bring like people to your room and stuff, and they do that, I have an issue if players break the rules. I have an issue with that. But if you do what you do within the confine of the rules, being the age that you are, you are a responsible adult. And that is my point, Kyle, exactly what you're saying. And players must be conscious of that. And if you don't perform, right, then the issue is going to be your performance. But I must say this because before we conclude that issue, but because you're on this, I want to talk about this. I want to say to people that Kyle, this is the Kyle people that personal monies contributed. The Reggae Boyz Supporters Club got paid for, I won't even tell you how much money to get Ricky Trooper band into the stadium. I think they were so important. The beating of the drum that led up to the goal, I think what inspired the team and the crowd to be making noise in the stadium, right? And he covered all of that, paid for them to get in, got refreshment for them, transportation, and then boots signed by the Reggae Boyz, including Leon Bailey, were given to fans at no cost to the fans. I think the value of the boots closed between $8,000 to $10,000 per pair. Lots of money was spent to get the fan engaged. But I have an issue, people. There are Jamaican fans who were in the stadium telling the young girls and the young boys, beating the drum, supporting the team, that they need to come out of the stadium with them knives because them come there for watch match and them now want no knives at them head.
Ridiculous.
People, let me tell you, in fact, they asked that they be removed from the grandstand. You know me, I got to talk truth, you know, and send them to the bleachers. They were told to go into the bleachers and sit where nobody else was because them no want no knives at them head.
That's crazy.
So here's what I want to encourage. I want the fans who understand the need for these things to get ready. Because you see, when we have other games, all of us need to wear our Jamaican shirt and sit with the band so them can make noise. And a group of us sit there with them and rally around them. But because there were kids, young kids, adults were telling them to come out of the stadium with the knives when they were in there cheering.
The Reggae Boyz. The Reggae
Run
Boyz.
them. Let me tell you, they were run out of grandstand. Run out of grandstand. Do you know when we were at the Gold Cup, Sam's Army, when Jamaica played the USA, Sam's Army played from before the game, non-stop, to the end of the game and after. When we played Mexico, the Mexicans were playing drums from outside, inside, and after the game. When we played Guatemala, and then there are Jamaican fans who every time football game is played, some of them probably not to buy no ticket, them get it for free. And then people are in there trying to motivate the team and make noise and shouting, and they are telling them to come out of the stadium because they come there for watch match, and them they want a noise. If you don't want a noise, you don't watch match on your TV.
Still my watch gear.
Watch it on your TV. Because here's the thing, I tell you, if some army come Jamaica, only can't tell them to stop playing no band. But through some local youth from some local inner city community, only diss them. Because when the Americans them come to Jamaica, none of uno can't move them out. None of uno. None of uno. Not even the highest ranking member of the JFF or the government can move them out of the grandstand.
But you know,
but
I don't understand.
No, let me talk because me will talk. Sorry, Kyle. But because of some local youth from inner city community, wanna run them. All I tell them to come back at the stadium. Disrespectful. Like their tickets value less than yours. None of uno in a Jamaica. Nobody, not JFF president, not Gen Sec, no coaching staff, no management, no minister cannot tell some army when they come Jamaica. Only FIFA can tell them not to play no drum in the stadium. Nothing with CONCACAF can tell them that. Or tell the Mexican them that. When them come play in Jamaica. But when they run out the little kids them from grandstand and I plan to run them out of bleachers.
Man, I think the problem.
Nonsense. There is no problem. That is the problem.
Hold on.
Nonsense.
These people don't know what supporting a team means. They don't know how to support a team.
That's another problem.
If these people want to match, if these people want to, I'm in the stadium already, you know, and you know, with their stadium, I play ball and people are make nice and you know, rude boy, they are smoke them thing, and they are like, what is that smell? What is that? We're not in your bedroom. You understand? We're not in your bedroom. And these people need to know how to support a team. You understand? They don't know. They don't know how to support a team.
This venture cost almost $3,000. That is what was given up to do this. And then people are telling people to come out of the stadium. What kind of
they don't know to support. They don't know what supporting a team is. They don't know. They don't know what supporting a team is. They don't know what. They don't know what the noise generate and to the players there. You understand? The cheering and stuff like that. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
Let me hold on, wait. They know how to support a jump store, right? Because there's a lot of drumming at champs, don't it? So I can't understand why the vitriol when we're supporting our Reggae Boyz, because it's going to be there at the Reggae Girlz game also. So I don't understand it. I mean, it's like they're ignorant of the culture of football. It happens worldwide. So what you have against your own people, your own young ones, your own boys and girls who coming out to support their football team, be it boys or girls. I mean, these people need to be educated, man. I mean, something wrong with them, boy. I'm sorry. It's crazy. And I could feel that vibe watching my TV here in New York. I could feel it. You know what I mean? Because I told them specifically, every time we cross that half line and we attacking, beat that drum. Every corner kick we have beat that drum. Every throw we have beat that drum. Every shot we have beat that drum. And they perform from start until finish, them beat them drum. You know what I mean? I was proud of them. I was proud of them, man. They gave it their all. And trust me, they will do it again. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's disappointing. But hey, Jamaica, I guess. Give it time and they will grow into it.
Yeah, man. All right, Carl, we have Kimo who was there, Carl. I think he wants to talk about this as well.
Right.
Yeah, man. All right, then blessings. Yeah, man. So big up to Carl and Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. People say, you see the next game, here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get 100 Adidas shirt to just give to fans. Give to fans.
Okay.
And so when we go to the stadium, all 100 of us sit with the drummers in the same space to support the team. And we are by grandstand ticket.
Cool.
We are by grandstand ticket. Go ahead, Kimo. What's going on? Blessings.
Good day, gentlemen. You know, I was at the game and I was at both of the games, and man, I like the vibes that the drummers bring to the team. The person who didn't want to see them in the stands to cheer on the team wouldn't even know, because we all know what sounds and beating of the drums and that do to people. Sometimes it's not even the word of the song. Sometimes it's just the beat that keep us going and keep us moving. And when I saw them over the bleachers the other day, I was wondering why they were over the bleachers, and they were actually at Grandstand on Friday, but I never know it was that serious. They know I'm watching the program. Listen to me, man, is when I was at the match, and Friday, and I was at the Grandstand, when I was shouting and being excited about everything, because me and Eddie Vision was sitting side to side, and everyone was looking around at me like, why am I shouting? Why am I behaving that way? No more to move. And then say, isn't it a football match? We're trying to build a football culture. We're trying to make as much noise so the guys out here can hear us cheering on. So what I said the other day when they see me at the office, I said I'm gonna buy as much beef as possible for me and my family.
Nah, man, I buy $50 ticket, $40 ticket, and I go and like say a premium ticket them have, man. If rain fall, the whole of the people in the grandstand wet up anyways. Kind of madness that. I want Jamaica, one Jamaica. People should be free to make noise anywhere in the stadium at any point. If you want to listen, I hear what talk, stand at your yard, I watch it by TV.
So when we say over the bleachers have a better vibe than the grandstand, everybody just want to sit down and watch like a tennis game, come watch and clap. You don't know. So we go over the bleachers now, and the vibe was a bit different. Yeah, everybody has share their own opinion. But at same night, I'm sure the people share their opinion and understand. Knowing it's our own game, the players them out there know that the people here they are going to chill even when they're alone. 2-0. And the way they hear me tell Cataract to the two in a room, that everything did just squash. You understand? That's the only thing you never learn. They just tell him be careful. They look like the fight did ever go on. That's why I'm telling him not to two in a room.
That me can understand. If a person is saying that, listen, don't show, because man I drink rum and all spit in the back and then I show I get in your face and them thing. Them thing the unhygienic. Me not agree.
And Cataract them.
Me not agree with that. Me not agree with you.
On the extreme top.
Yeah, I don't agree.
So when him throw it, people from all down like get with and then couple
Yeah,
and
me not agree with
you
that.
know. And then MPs, two MPs were there in the bleachers sitting down. You know, it's just that for a cause of contention. Luckily that never happened. But they look at support or get, but for the drum, I think the drum, they have to look up. For the drum can be a part of going forward the football culture. Because if you qualify for the nation with the Copa America, going for qualifiers, you have a lot of games to play. For the drum, for the drummers and the come in play with them. Listen.
Yeah, man, no, man. They're going to be Kyle tell you already, man. We have them at the Reggae Girlz game. What we're trying to do, really, is trying to get the shirts, because we want to get like a group of fans. We want to get it up to at least 500 that turn up at every game with the drummers, and everybody have on the yellow shirt, the yellow stripe Jamaica shirt. Because I believe if the band were mixed into a group of fans like that, they would not be telling them that. But because they were isolated as kids, that is why. And so that is what we want to do. And we want to buy the ticket them. We're going to buy some. We're going to partner with people and sponsors and stuff and buy the ticket them. And go sit down.
That now,
yeah.
That has to be when, so that's I say, wait, man, they want some people to know so every match day, any field, then over there. So if I have 500 and 5 people, you need all of them to show up. So
yeah,
communicate and that's a good idea. You know, with that happen now, everybody ever want to draw closer to the two bands, you know.
Yeah, man.
Everyone ever want, you know, Jamaican vibes. Everybody ever want to draw closer to the beating and the drum and the music. And at this, you know, you might have that just a little entertainment there. You can see everybody.
Yeah, then so you're going to be like the song and all of them thing there. Yeah. You understand me?
Yeah, man. A good idea. I love the idea. Yeah, man, that's enough my look at him.
Yeah, man, all right. Respect. And people, let me tell you, you know, Kimo wants to say this, you know. Listen, we have to do something special for Kimo and his family. You know that Kimo family, the entire family, everything they lost was burnt out, you know. And so we have to set up something so we can give some help from the channel to him and his family. They lost every single thing on the clothes and the back they had left a few weeks ago, and we want to help with that. All right. So yeah, Shante Mills is so correct. All right, blessings, Kimo. So we'll be in touch. Yeah, man.
Respect everybody.
Yeah, man. You see, that is why it is one of the reasons why when the goals were scored, the players didn't go over to the grandstand. Them go bleachers. Yeah, Unseen, what say you? You were there, Unseen.
Yeah, man, is man.
Hold on, Unseen. We have a surprise caller.
You were there, Unseen.
Yeah, man, it's man. Caller, you have to turn off the show, though. The show is feeding back. You have to. Caller, you have to turn off the show, though.
Yeah. Man is man.
Go ahead.
I'm giving you another perspective. Let me give you another perspective. I'm not taking sides, but need to look at situations from both sides. Well, when I was in Jamaica, I've been going to Reggae Boyz match from in the 90s. We used to leave church and go to the match. When nobody else was there, these people we were at the match. When the stadium was empty, when Tiga did, when you know the Lows and all these guys usually play football. We used to leave church and go leave from halfway tree and reach stadium and watch our football matches. No, there have always been a set of Jamaicans who thinks they walk on air. You may not agree about them. You may not agree with their style. You watch football the way you do, and we want to create a football culture in Jamaica and all of that. Well, a part of the culture you need to understand is these people, these uppies, watch football too, and they want to watch it in the stadium. They don't want to watch it at home. And of course, they would like to impose their thing on other people. Because I've had these people tell me time and time again, shh, was a football match, but they've always been there and they have always supported the match. And they pay their money, even if it's 5 cents. It's their money. So we may not like the way they watch football. But so what my question is, are we gonna throw them out? And tell them because you don't like noise, you can't come to the stadium and watch the match? Are you going to do to them what they are doing to the others?
What would you suggest? Maybe are there boxes at the stadium?
We've got to find a way to accommodate these people. And they have got to find a way to accommodate other people who watch football in another way. But this is the problem with us. We don't have anything called compromise. We go from one extreme to the next. No, I'm saying these people have always been there. Come on, you live in Jamaica. There's always been this set of people who think that their poop don't stink.
That's not nice to say.
But the fact is, they're fans because they've been there from time immemorial.
So, we need to buy some. Like when you're traveling, they give you the earphones at the airplane. Maybe we need to bring
Maybe. Because trust me, they're sitting there, and Jamaica score. And hello, please, they don't move.
Or they need to go in the box. Don't they have box? Do they have boxes at the stadium?
You know something? That's what I was wondering. Why aren't they in the boxes? Because they usually are the president's box and blah blah.
Box two.
But they've always been there, man. They've always been there. And trust me, they're faithful and drive their cars and park it in a particular spot, and they come into the stadium. And trust me, if you jump up too much,
Claudia,
they can jump up 2 times. They're telling you, shh.
But you know what is funny? Some of these same people go to champs and they don't tell the KC kids to do that, or the JC kids to do that, or the Calabar kids to do that.
No, because since when I used to go to champ, KC I always had a section. There's a section in the grandstand that is, it's exclusively KC guys. I don't know if they still do it, but they usually go there and bully whichever school decide to go in that particular section. You that belong to KC, and you know what always happen when they'll burn people ties and all these crap. But there's always been a section that's KC section, and then you have the JTGC section where all the girls we usually think that we're all that. Sit together, we didn't make the noise and carry on like the KC kids. So in champs, there was always a segment that fight gonna break out, that people tie gonna get burned and fights. So it's the same thing with the stadium. These uppies sit in a particular section, and they are the ones who will look at you when you jump up. If you do it the first time you do it, they give you the look, the stink eye. And the second time, they're going to tell you, shh, sit down.
So you pay your money, right? But you are being told to sit down. But they've
always done it.
But they can get their comfort, right? And you and them pay the same money. That's not right, Claudia. That cannot be right.
No, it's not. It's not management. What I'm saying to you is that they've always done it. But the fact is, they've always been there. I'm not surprised that that happened, because ever since I knew, they've always been there and they've always done it because they think they're all that.
Okay, all right, I hear you. That's a different perspective.
So I'm saying that that's what I'm saying. We have to look at it from 2 sides. Do you get rid of them and tell them, oh, watch it on your TV, but remember, we need the money. And they've always been there. They've consistently been paying fans. These aren't the ones that get free tickets. And they'll let you know in no uncertain ways either.
Jamaica, me crazy saying, are you one of these people, caller?
I know.
Oh, that's why you
I'm related to a few.
That's why. I get it.
That's why I know. Remember, I told you we used to go to church from church to the football match.
Okay. All right. We hear your perspective. I'd love to know when they're going into the United States and they are in that area and Sam's army is there, if they can tell them to shh.
They don't go where Sam's army is. That's just it. They don't go near that section. And trust me, they will tell them in no uncertain time to shh.
I cannot understand though how you go to a stadium and you expect peace and quiet. Like, it don't make any sense to me. Like,
but they don't even cheer. This is the sad part.
Yeah, but you cannot be in any of the general. The only way you can go there and not want noise is to go in a box. So maybe what they need to do is to pay to go in a box, because you cannot be.
More money. Yes, man, this is how we have JFF making more money. They could think of doing that and make it an exclusive set. Oh, they will love something like that.
All right. Well, the band will be at the Reggae Girlz game for sure.
And a couple of them will be at the Reggae Girlz game for sure.
That is what I know.
Just not to share.
All right.
Okay,
yeah, man. Thank you, man. All right, take care. Have a good day. All right. Yeah. All right. Unseen. Yeah, man. So what say you? They were saying that please do not mention Sifa's name.
They know me mention Cephas, but I soon got to Cephas.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cephas. Dre, I have money and I can't buy my ticket. Anyway.
Wow.
Man is man.
You are the next one to, how you go at Jamaica match. Haiti are playing a blue and you wear blue.
Which blue?
You wear a Chelsea jersey go Jamaica match and Haiti playing a full blue.
No, but not Haiti me I support.
So why you wear full blue?
You know blue?
How you wear? You're not supporting Haiti. Haiti was in full blue and you in a full blue.
Well, you know what's the mean of blue? Not me accessing
brother, you had on a Chelsea jersey. You wear full blue just like the Haiti team at the game. Me not understand that. Explain that to the fans.
Man, I wear my clothes at school and I decided that I'm not going to change and I come and match.
So why you never carry the Jamaican shirt in your bag, knowing that you're coming to the game?
I wear it the day before, I'm not wear it again.
So why you never wear the Chelsea shirt the day before?
No, man. When Jamaica win, you wear Jamaica clothes.
So why you go to the game then? Because they win the game before that. You didn't know what the result. What kind of man this is what I talk? You didn't know what the result was going to be.
Man, even though I wear my Chelsea on my side, I can't wear Chelsea. Whisper now play Chelsea. Whisper soon got Chelsea, you know.
So you never went to support. You didn't go to the game to support Jamaica then.
Of course, Jamaica, but stick up in a whole heap of people a whisper them come to support that me I tell them. Whisper.
Me know somebody else just make a point, because me know what to say to you, brother. You just go on and make a point. Go on and make a point, because I don't know what else to say to you. Before you just say, boy, that was wrong, it wasn't the best decision. You're gone all over the place. That is like wearing a Tottenham Hotspur jersey to Arsenal game.
Anyway, man. That's why we get two. The first game we get two grandstand ticket, right? I'm not got a grandstand. We use a grandstand ticket and got bleachers. Them people, when they cost a bad word in a stadium, them look for you like, oh yeah, man. Them thing in the coast over here. So if you talk pato, them look for you a certain type of way. Like I know straight English you talk over there. You understand me? I mean, I say, yo, that's the vibes always over bleachers. You know? You want good vibes, you want to enjoy your game, you got bleachers. whether you lose or you win, you'll get it. You'll get it over bleachers, man. If you talk foolish, you'll get it over there. So bleachers are always a nice thing. One next problem you see now, man, is JFF in terms of ticketing. Them use this online ticketing, but them not sensitize the fans how to buy ticket on it. You understand me? And then now when all the fans them come a stadium, them pack up at the ticket booth, and then them people out there so have so much work to do. It's so difficult to get everybody. I said the stadium can't afford so easy without the systems there. Cannot. You gotta use a different system. Sensitize the people and say, hey, tickets come beyond this, and this is how you guys can purchase tickets. Right? If you come at the stadium, you know that it is your fault in terms of the waiting long to get in because a lot of people no sensitization is done in terms of that part of the thing, man.
Hey, here's what I would suggest you do. The amount of people that was at the stadium trying to buy tickets. You see, if you had bought like 20 tickets, you see, if you bought 20 tickets and you had them on your phone, and you said to a man, how much was it for bleachers ticket? Let's give you an idea. You're right. First, let me deal with that thing. First, you're right. This whole ticketing system needs to, number one, a lot of people who watch football don't have smartphone.
True.
All right? Them don't have no email address. So them don't understand them thing there. We have to also admit that a good portion of people who watch sports in Jamaica are not the best at reading and following written instruction. So when we do certain things, those things must be put in context. And I don't mean any disrespect by that. I'm just being truthful. All right. So if I were in a different position than I am right now, I would buy like 50 tickets, go to a stadium. And when I see the man, then I say, yo, don't worry yourself, man. Let me screenshot this and you use it and you go in. 2 grand feet, bleachers.
That's what them do. Some of them do. Them buy them they start the second game, 80 game. So they can a little bit easier. But
yeah. So you just buy 20 because guess what? You'd make $500 off every ticket. So 2 5 hour unseen.
Eh?
2 5 hour.
2 5 and 10 man.
No, you take so long for answer someone like you ever think it through. Right. Say that make $10,000. So I think that somebody can until the whole system is set up. Maybe, and I think some persons did that. A lot of persons bought tickets and they stood outside and sold the tickets at a higher price to people and just screenshot it and put it on them phone and them go in with it.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest issues I see with them. I mean, I say to myself, man, no man.
Marcelo, the easy. Marcelo say a true man is man because we can't read either. You can't type no.
Yeah, but for real man is man. So me I look point and I say, one to the people when take them not good on the phone and go on the internet and them thing there. And if you come at the match without internet for your phone, it work out. No, man is man. A whole heap of people that come there and the rest match, you know. No people out there.
Yeah, I heard that the same amount of people that was on the outside and the inside were on the outside. That's what I heard.
So,
but they couldn't get. And the next thing too, Jamaica people them not easy, man. Them like do everything last minute. Like,
but you know it's the last minute. You know it's the last minute country. That's work with it.
Yeah, you have like the Jamaica versus Canada game in Canada sold out already. The Reggae Girlz game next week Friday. People want to wait until Friday, 1 hour before the game to buy the ticket.
That's how Jamaica stay. We have to make up our mind if we are go. Because we don't know what type of performance we are get for money.
Huh?
You get to me I come from, we don't know what kind of football they're going to play. They're going to play long ball and rare, so we make up our mind. We go. I tell you, I have a fun, it's a fun, you know. So I tell you.
What you mean? Explain it. Somebody time. What you mean? Well, unseen. You see when Jamaica play a long ball, short ball. If Jamaica play a game, you're gonna support it as a football fan. What you want to talk about? But explain to me, because sometimes I wonder. You say some things and me have to question what you mean. What you mean, unseen?
That's it. you have fans, right? Where sometimes you have to make up your mind to go to Jamaica match. Make up your mind like I say, all right. I like how them play. I like the system they play. So it's something you make a last minute, effort to go watch the game. That's all I say.
All right, but I don't really understand what you say, but I guess your fans understand you. I guess your fans understand your language. And we have DJ Dean Brown in the house. What's going on?
Listening.
So how you support Chelsea? What are DJ Dean? Let me ask you. So how you support Chelsea? And in fact, you support Chelsea so much. Chelsea not playing, and according to you, you wore a Chelsea shirt to support a Chelsea player that is not even a Chelsea yet.
So the man got Chelsea got cheering and everything there. The man go Chelsea got cheering the big man them. We are talking about now in Chelsea. The man a part of Chelsea.
He went to Chelsea or he went to the USA?
He went with Chelsea team to train in USA. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's what it. All right, we have DJ Deed. Welcome to the show. The number one gospel DJ in Walla. You understand me, Florida. Big up yourself.
Yes, sir. Blessing. You know, so Antina made some statements, and sound too right now, but you know, so the mindset of most of us have, unfortunately, because I know Antina said, boy, making humble himself as you know, so the wrong thing by wearing the shirt. You know what I mean? You better answer that undershirt. You know? But as a real level, you know, you must come to the stadium just to support one person on the national team. As a mindset that we have, and we have to really change our culture of saying that we are fans of the sport and fans of our country in particular. Because you realize that we will support other countries, other national teams more than our own. And that's a fundamental problem that we have as a nation, not just in sports. You understand? Not just in sports, because even when I look at the concert that happened a few days before the match, Chris Brown, many reggae artists couldn't get them type of support. And yet we talk about the lack of money that Jamaican people have. Yesterday, I heard Cataract made a statement about back to school. So what about all those parents that was at Chris Brown concert? They were not concerned about back to school. Hence, they couldn't come to pay for the tickets to go to a game. Yeah? We are not making the right and truthful statements as a nation and humbling ourselves and being fully supportive and fully fans of what we have. Jamaicans do not appreciate what we have and we don't support it how we are to. You understand? And yet still when it goes overseas and we see other people supporting and picking up what we have created and carrying on with it, then we start having a problem.
So all right.
Unseen sports.
Yeah, but all right. So I hear what you're saying, because Chris Brown performing, Jamaicans only pay that for probably watch a Dexter Dap, right? But right, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing, even in gospel. Papa San probably not going to draw the kind of crowd that
Kirk Franklin
or Maverick City. There you go.
Maverick City.
Yeah, but people also people are saying the right thing, that at the same time though we have to understand that every individual have a right to spending money where they want to. While you and I would want them to go to the game, they can choose say no, so I don't pay no $1,500 to go watch Jamaica. I better me spend $5,000 to go watch Chris Brown because me go enjoy it more.
Of course, definitely, and that is why when we come around talking about fans, that we're so boisterous and so low when it comes to critiquing a process and critiquing a person or critiquing a program. Yet still we are not invested in what is happening. You see what I'm saying? Much as to have such a loud outburst and outrun and opinionated about things when it's not going right. You see? We're always so we call it now, eager to have instant gratification.
See, so let me ask a different question. Now that you brought up that, So if a person don't vote for the government that is in power, should they criticize them?
Everybody must get criticism.
And then I see him with the football. A man should not have to buy a ticket to criticize the football team.
No, man. What I'm talking about when it comes to supporting what we have, supporting what we have, embracing what we have, cherishing what we have, and let us move along with what we have instead of always support outsiders more than we support our own.
True. That is true. That's why Unseen may I agree to you, because that is why people like Unseen wear Chelsea colours to a Jamaica game.
All right, if Chelsea is not performing nowhere close to who Chelsea used to be right now, and I bet if Unseen was in England, Unseen would get every Chelsea match. You don't see it spending in pounds. You don't see it. Win or lose, Chelsea all the way. You don't see it. But when it comes to our country, our local club, our national team, we don't have the level of support them. Of course, I must criticize, of course, but sometimes you're went down to your level of support and investment. What is it, Unseen?
He's frozen again, man.
Oh, Unseen frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen, man. He's one of the frozen.
All right, DJ Dean, tell the people them where to listen to some of your bad mixes, no man, so them can come on.
Man, live. I'm Friday morning, 11 a.m., 10 a.m. Jamaica time. Right for right now until the time changes again. Live11radio.com. Wednesdays as well. Crazy praise. You understand? As a matter of fact, I can have them log on to live11radio.com and get download some of the previous past shows that we have, you know. Because you know all the things here, the word of God never changes, never dies. You know? And right now I'm rebroadcasting at this present moment on live11radio.com. So you can tune in and catch the Island Gospel Train. Island Gospel Train every single Friday, 11 a.m. and rebroadcast at 3 p.m. on Live 11 Radio. Also syndicated to Gina 365 and Unity Radio, Unity Gospel Radio and RVR 24/7. You know, so much blessings and respect to your man. You did a wonderful job, and you know, we like to keep the people engaged. And for all those who have other opinions about what your involvement may be now and you're being compromised, you know, man, may people go and talk, man. Take the same advice you give to Cataract. Pay attention to some of the comments that people are making, man.
Yeah.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, man. Unseen was going to say something. Bless up every time, man. Yeah, man. Live 11 Radio, up and running. All right. So Mr. Speedy is going to be joining the show. Go ahead.
Apart from the support right now, I must tell them, man, keep on teaching the word of God, man. Love it.
All right, awesome. Yeah, man. Much respect. All right, blessings, brother. All right.
Want to tell the people say a long time I get 2 jerseys and we can't get one.
The point I am making is that you have a jersey. It's not that you don't.
One Jamaica jersey.
So why you never wear it to the game?
Man, it's my way to the first game. We can't receive the same jersey back over again.
But the first game was Friday, bro. You said just a while ago that you wore the jersey the day before the game. That means you wore the jersey on the Monday, and Jamaica have the game on the Tuesday.
No, but I have to wear the jersey because Charlie Mount match. Yeah.
Why and Charlie Mount wear red?
No, but I have to Jamaica suit guys on the match. National coach.
National. Mr. Speedy, you have to turn off. You're watching videos, see me, Mr. Speedy. I'm turning. Yeah, organize yourself, Mr. Speedy. I get the feedback. You look like the show's still going on because Unseen, I swear to God, say Unseen losing mind. But me will make Mr. Speed talk. Me can't manage them. We need some water. Go ahead now, Mr. Speed.
Yo, no, me just calling. I don't really have nothing special. I'm just calling because I say you're lonely, but then I say Unseen come, so.
Anyway, Mr. Speed, we have to ask a question because a couple of things are discussed. One, the stadium. The band was asked. The band that was in the stadium is basically being told not to come inside the stadium, come make no noise. Do you think?
By who?
That's why they were moved from the bleachers. They were from the grandstand to the bleachers. They were told that they don't want any noise in the grandstand. They need to move. That's why they were placed in the bleachers. And in the bleachers, fans were telling them to come out of the stadium with the noise.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to acquire the taste. This is something that even when we went to Trinidad to play against Defense Force, there was a band in the stand and then play the whole time. Now, the problem with the band, there's some knowledge where you have to learn. You know, just beat it because you can beat the drummer and make noise. It's supposed to be made at the appropriate time. So maybe they're not culturized on that, the band itself. What you do when you strike up the band, you know, is when the ball going at the opponent half, you know, strike it up another time, you know. So you know, beat it when the ball not your half, you know, because you don't want make your players them lose concentration. But when you start attack the opponent, and you get that is the time you try to confuse everybody, including the opponent, and you start beat the drum even harder and blow harder and make all it nice. Just like how you see fans get up and shout when the ball are going at the opponent half. So them have some, them not ready yet in terms of those things. When to beat it, when to play, when to silent. So it's a learning curve. But a band is an essential thing in a football field. Last probably 20 years. Everybody practice it, so it's a good practice. So Jamaicans just like are warm to it, you know. Well, are cold towards it so far.
All right. The other thing is that we were discussing this, that there are too many of the players who play Premier League already and were so good in Premier League, even playing club championship and look so good. We believe that these players could possibly, at the rate that they are, they could possibly be in some place in Europe. And they're playing schoolboy football. Like you have one or two of these players that we think they are probably at this level, they are probably the two best in their position across, probably even the Caribbean at least. And they're playing schoolboy football, having done so well in the club championship and done so well in the Premier League. I can call the names, but I don't want to. You tell me now, what could cause these players to be playing schoolboy football when they could be playing in the club championship?
Well, you see, a youth, let me say a youth, if I wait a word, who is under 18 years of age, or 16, I don't know, 18, is a complex individual. I mean, as a player, they probably belong to the club. As a student, they belong to the school. And as a son, they belong to their parent. That's the complexity of a player, a person of that age. They are not just one person. They're probably three, and I could be missing one. There could be four different people that talk at them. And then so what happened is that there's no way some of these youths going to believe in school because them parents will say, no, you have to go to school and get an education, or them coach them love for them at 12 or so, you know, and the principal and them rest of peers and then girlfriend. I say, no, you have to play man in order to stack up. And of course, that's where the tag and war start, and them have different loyalties and different things they want to achieve in their life. So that's really how it is, you know. And then you just don't know what to do. I, for one, though, will never ever tell a player that young that they must not play schoolboy football or they must become a pro, etc. I'll never do it because you could be criticized a lot for doing that. So
right now,
really each individual must look at what is best for them and pursue that.
Right now, I believe, coming out of the under 17 thing that Ronaldo Barrett played in, if Ronaldo Barrett went into Europe, honestly, I believe he could be plugged into the senior team.
Oh, and also you should see at the CSC, Adrian Reid at the CSC games. He was like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know.
So I think like these guys just needed like a year in a top academy in Europe, and they could be plugged into our senior team. I just think like there is no improvement for them in schoolboy football.
Well, I'm not going to go so far, but if you look at the history, if you look at the ones all of the athletes that leave 1 year, they didn't do the under 19s, they leave 1 year before, they all get professional contracts overseas. Of recent party talking about Tope, you're talking about Paris, you're talking about Nicky Dale, you're talking about even Usain Bolt didn't run his final year. So, and then you can see other athletes that stayed on, or it looked like the last year just stagnate them. So I don't want to call them names, but there are a lot. Again, because of the influences from parents, you know, principal, school, teacher, coach, tell them to stay over their final year after they did so well their penultimate year of their under 19s. So it just is until somebody. What I think what we're lacking is the agents, right, in Jamaica. So we don't have enough good football agents to be able to identify the talent and go to their parents and say, parents, listen to me. These are your choices, and you're probably making the wrong choice, making the player this good player stay in school, play the Costa Cup or Man Cup the final year. So, or even the year next to the final penultimate year. So, I think that is what we're lacking in Jamaica. Lack of knowledge is causing these things to.
Yeah, Unseen, I see your hand. But we have Soldier. Welcome to the show. Soldier is online, and then I'm going to let you ask a question. Unseen. Welcome to the show, Soldier. Over there in Eugene, I'm getting ready for the Diamond League. Soldier.
Yes, Mr. Speed. Yes, Mr. Speed. Yes, Unseen. Yes, management. Yeah, Mr. Management, you make a good point. But as well, Mr. Speed said, you have to look on it that way little, because I remember I was in Jamaica and I see this guy at the time was a youngster at Oakwest High School and playing for Black Star at the time, Nathaniel Franklin. And when I see him, I go to Bertie Spell and say to Bertie, there's a little kid, you know. I would want you to have a look at him, you know. Very, very skillful, everything. And he said, carry him come. And me come and say, and me go and say to Betty, say, they call him Betty, maybe you know, I make the Betty. You have to go town and anyway, we get in touch with Dr. Marsh, and Dr. Marsh get in touch with the parent. And he come. And he was playing Doncaster Cup at the same time and playing for Black Star at the same time. And he was that good. Remember, say Fuller was playing for Tivoli and was playing for Camperdown at the same time and playing for a national program same time too. So and he was playing for Camperdown. So when you say Manning, my way saying some of these kids still play Manning Cup, still playing football. So yeah, you have to look at it that way. Because sometimes, to me, I think when you have some of those outstanding footballer, it helps the baller at the same time, you know, Manning Cup. I don't know if you agree with me, Mr. Speed agree or Unseen, but I think it helps the other youngsters them. But when all the youngsters coming through and then you just shift them away and said, all right, go into a club. Sometimes you rush them in that too early.
No, but Soji, the truth is, again, I could just use the facts and what all the great footballers, or even someone that's so great, but people talk about them. And we have to go to the great one. The Wayne Rooney is, Cristiano Ronaldo is obviously great. Messi, all of them. All of them start playing for them club at 16. Everyone.
Yeah.
Just go back and check it. Every one of them. So by the time they are 20, they are veterans already. And because they are veterans at 20, that is the reason why them excel so much, because there's not much them, in other words, them peak from an early age and all them have to do make them career long. So that is why they get so great. So when a player now play till him was 19, then him go in a Premier League club, he doesn't become a veteran until him at 23, 24. So at that stage in his life, peer problems for him to really push through and become a great player. So that is the problem where the person have to do now is identify the ones who is destined to be good or to be better than the rest, and look to see if them want 5 CXC or them want to be like Messi. It's a simple fact.
All right, so let me take this one from Unseen because he had his hand up a little bit, and then Mr. Speed, there's a question on the thing for you. So think about it. It says, Sir Speed, can you talk about why it seems like Jamaica can't qualify for any Youth World Cup? What's going on? Go ahead, Unseen. Then Mr. Speed will answer that. Hold on, Soldier. Go ahead, Unseen. You had your finger up.
Yes, Sir Speed, they're talking about the agent, there are lack of agents in Jamaica. really talk to youth and get them into professional football. What will the JFF do about it, and what you think can be done to get that in Jamaica more active?
So everybody believes that JFF is the who's supposed to solve all problems. No, JFF can't solve all problems. What we need to do, all of us will love talk, is to understand say the English FA didn't create the agency that them have there. People saw it as a way of living, and they decide to go that route and become agents. I mean, JFF will facilitate it, but it's not a JFF thing to go out and say, "Let me start a whole for agents," because you know what going to happen. Just like how the JFF don't go out and say we must have clubs and people must start clubs. We didn't facilitate it, and that is usually the best way for do these things. Just facilitate. People will wise up eventually, but they haven't wised up as yet.
So you don't think that lack of information to people would love to do those courses is a problem? Like, I think the JFF, me personally, I think the JFF could sensitize youngsters who are going to college like the Mike or the GC faster, the UE. A lot of sports personally I would like to do that part, but because there's no information on that.
People keep on blaming JFF, asking JFF to do everything. JFF cannot. There's no lack of information if you want to be agent. There's a thing, my best friend named Google. Just type in how to become an agent in there. Come on, man, and do your thing.
Google answer. Yo, everybody answer though. One of the soldier cause more business speed answer the question on the screen, and then I'll let you challenge.
Management, don't know.
Yeah, ask two questions. We want to make him answer late the question. Then no, but that's why because it's critical. We want to answer late, and then it comes to your critical. Answer. Yo, you want to go on answer because go on answer. Go on.
All right, so this how me hear about, and I don't know if it really true, but a lot of agents want to work with coaches.
Critical question that you can verify whether it is false or true. So it loses status of critical.
No, it's just when we hear from other people situation. Them
so you have a critical question based on hearsay.
Yeah, with a particular this is not management, with a particular situation where them go through with a particular club and agent. You understand me? Some just want to say it, but me not call the name. So a lot of time, what happened to these youths is that coach don't live up to them words and agent don't live up to them words, so the relationship mash up in Jamaica with clubs and stuff. So stifle you then. Stifling.
Right.
So what is the critical question, Nancy?
No, him say it way more. Him say it properly. I mean, you understand. Okay. So the problem is we don't approach it like a business. So and just like every business, when you have a contract, there's something called quid pro quo for it to be a valid contract. So you can see a club come with have a player for 10 years, train him, feed him, school him, do a lot of things, develop him up, And then when you come as an agent, you come and start the chicken business and tell the player, say, he can left for free. Right? That is usually where the problem starts, the freeness. How can you come and want a player for free? You couldn't go England and want a player for free. And nobody's in Jamaica is saying you must give them a lot of money, but they're saying, listen, I need to go, just if you send away one of your best players for free, even when you go recruit, you have to pay your money in Jamaica. So it don't make no sense. So that is usually them turn the head of the player, the agent, because some of them are unscrupulous, against the club, and then the big war starts. So they must say the club no want to release the youth to go earn a living. So what about the club? The club need to earn a living too. And that is where all of us have to be professional and understand. If you are around a table with a cake, everybody have to get a piece of the cake. It can't be two man take up the cake and walk, and everybody else just walk out with nothing. And that is the problem.
All right, Soldier. All right, so Soldier, Mr. Speed, take the question online and then we go to Soldier. Hold on.
Right.
Go ahead, Mr. Speed. Take the question online and then Soldier will come in.
Right. So, We really not qualify because we're not prepared properly. That's the bottom line. And the reason why we can't prepare properly is a number of things. Some of it's systematic and some of it is money and some of it is structural. So a lot of the times our youth teams don't get 2 years, don't get the right preparation. So some people believe, say, if you train for 6 months, you'll be able to qualify a team. I just going to go from experience. When the last team we qualified for a World Cup was with Wendell Dunswell, 2011 under 17. Dunswell trained that team for 2 years. That was the reason why that team was able to qualify for the World Cup. Because he had that team for 2 years. He didn't get a lot of games overseas, you know. But what he did with the team, he picked that team early. He toured Jamaica and played against every part. So whenever there was another talent, like that's how we found Alvas Paul. Alvas Paul wasn't in the original team. He would find him and add him. Jason Wright wasn't in the original team. He found Jason Wright and add him. So that was what he did. He picked a team and walk around Jamaica with the team and play everybody that he could play. Then he actually played in a CASAFA competition, this Sid Bartlett leagues, the world competition, you know, for 14 games. Then he played in CASAFA competition again the following year. So he was able to know those players inside out. He was able to establish a core amount of players. That is the only team that I know that was ever prepared properly to qualify for the World Cup, and they did. Since then, and even that was short preparation, you know, but I think he got away with it because Jamaica has natural talent. Jamaica have talent like Rice Grain, have natural talent, and he was able to get away. Now compare that with a US or a Canadian or a Mexico team. They would have started their preparation from them was about 6 years of age. So people think it's when you come to the national camp you start the preparation. No. They start their preparation with the amount of grassroots programs that they had coming up. Then they have the competitions coming up. Then those people will probably finish 2 passports before them get 16, traveling a lot of places to play. It is expensive for Jamaica to travel away to play now. But when you live in certain countries like Mexico, them can go, you know, cross the border and play games, you know, because of how close they are, the proximity to other nations. Also, they are able to get better games against quality opponent more often. So that preparation, being coached by probably an A-licensed or a B-licensed coach from the first day them start kick football, also help. Unlike ours is when you reach at the highest level, you get a good coach to start coaching. So there's a multiple reasons why, and until we get there, we'll not qualify for these World Cups until we get there. Truth be told, this time, yes, we are resting the situation this time, and we'll have our team in training for 2 years for the next World Cup for under 17s, both male and female. So I expect us to do very well in those 2 competitions.
All right, Soldier, anything you want to say?
Yeah, but no, we Ansi me as and his coaching thing, you know, and see that speeds them right, because you see is that the English FA look about scout license for people, you know. You just go and seek and look and read up and see, because when I come here and I go and do the UEFA C license and then I go and do the UEFA B license, what happens is sometimes you just have to go and check things without nobody do it, because if you depend on the JFF to come and say things, the JFF would have to take over every program in Jamaica, and it would be hard on them. Me not shield JFF, but me only tell you those type of things. So if you're on their GC faster and him come, they see a thing in Google, and can Google all them things and find out certain thing where it is and do it.
Can
you
do
know,
what?
then
Where say that
him
can
go
do?
and start.
Him can do what?
Him no can in them thing. So Jamaica thing don't advertise this code, the coaching course advertise.
No man, I didn't hear what you said. That him can do what with. I never heard. Him can.
No, I said everything they need on Google now.
On Google. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
everything
okay.
on Google.
Google,
So
okay.
everything is on Google. So them can check out, a man can check out that without person have to come and
and spoon feed them and said, oh, so that's why I go, well, the JFF can run some coaching course, of course, seminar. No problem with that. You know. No, then don't I fly from England, come do a course with JFF do at Jamaica, 2005, with a man for 2 months from England, come do Mr. Speed, maybe can tell you, Andrew Price, Tiga Davis, me, Bud Belly, all those man, Edwards, Duki, all I was there, and that course for the weekend. So that course went up at JFF and we stay by where the football or by where footballer them stay that time, 2005. A soccer America course, and so I was about
South America.
The coaches was here from all over the island. South America, yeah.
South America, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I come down onto that course.
Okay.
So sometimes they think that, but I get on it, the president sent and make me go on it.
Okay. All right. Mr. Speed,
and you see, England, Mr. Speed, you see the reason why England don't win more under 20 World Cup, because they don't use them top player for playing it. And when they realize it's getting away and people crucifying them, that's why they win the last one, That's why because Rooney never played the under 20. Rashford should go to the under 20 World Cup, and they never want him go. They shield this type of player to play in the big league. So, and then them send the guy from Man City to captain this side there, where Mason Greenwood and the whole of them with that team, and then go and win. So other players, if Hurricane and those players did go to, they'll win a lot more. But they kind of preserve, though, they call those players golden generation, so they don't want them to play in the small league.
Okay. All right. Mr. Speed, a couple of questions. Person are asking, one, when will John Wall take up the under 20? That's one question. And somebody asked earlier, I forgot the person, like, who is coaching the under 17?
I don't know why leader asks a full question. John Wall are the under 20 coach for over a year now.
Well, you can't go on leader like that, man. You talk about leader not ask full question.
He know better than when I talk. John Wall is the coach for the last year.
No, he's asking when he's going to take up the team.
What do you mean when he take it up? He was appointed the coach from him get him first job. He was appointed the under 20 coach. What do you mean by when he take it up?
Leader, you have to rephrase the question. The man says a full question. Are the other
I agree with Mr. Speed. Leader not to ask that. Leader to know better than that.
Yeah, man.
If I didn't mean say
leader,
a full question, you're a call in. But the next man say it, no.
You can't call in. You can't call in. You must run.
I don't see where y'all gonna do.
Leader, run. You can't run.
The great leader.
No, Rob Smith, no bother with that. Leader top man. Rob Smith, no bother with me at this. Leader top man. Best scout in Jamaica. Best scout in Jamaica.
Yeah. Anyway, what about the under 17? What about the under 17?
Well, we have two coaches where we have in mind, but we're just making sure we turn over every stone so we don't miss the beat. But we have two coaches. That is the favorite now, but we just need to turn over some more stone and make sure so we don't miss nobody. So that's all we're doing. So the recruitment process is now. So maybe just say it by your program. Anybody want to apply for the job for coach under 17 male, under 17 female. Management, everybody watch a program. Decide the best program from vlogging, right? So, anybody want to apply for the job? Apply for the job, because we have some people where we like. But we delay it just to make sure that we turn over every stone. Make sure that we can get the right person.
All right, Mr. Speed. You like how me have a UEFA A license, a UEFA B and C license. Me qualify if you can apply for the job.
If you have a UEFA B, we will consider.
Have a UEFA B license and a UEFA C license.
We will consider if you have a UEFA B, but otherwise you better have a A license.
When I get them jobs because I be license.
No, Soldier, you can apply with the UEFA B license.
Okay. So what I'm saying, because the UEFA A license for me, go do a UEFA A license, me have to involved with a club up here, you know, Mr. Speed.
No, but him say you can apply with the B license.
Okay.
If it's a UEFA B.
Me
Me say leader at top scout, you know. Me never say my top agent.
So, Sir Speed, you have to have a Conga Cup A license to apply for the under 17, what is it?
Are actively registered in our A license course. No, we are step up thing, man. We can't bother the man.
Unseen, you know qualify unseen.
Me know me not qualify, but me look pan.
No, but to put up your name.
No, but me not qualify. I D license, me have a B. Me have to spin it. I'm gonna put a slash night. You man.
No, you're gonna make it a command. I'll spin it.
No, look here. The truth is, we take it for a joke, but the truth is, if our coaches them go up against a man of a UEFA B or a UEFA A, him can use about a team with 75% of your potential and beat you. He does know things where you never even think, you never even know exist.
Sir Speed. The same pool of coaches we always feel that they might get the chance again.
Who said that?
Mr.
Hey, why we come here? So, well, look here. No. It's a worldwide look. Where I look. Who said that? Where you get that from? Worldwide, where I look for somebody.
Okay, Mr.
Worldwide.
Okay. That makes sense now. That makes no sense now.
But would I love to get some inside scoop on who are the two persons that would I love to hear bust for the show because right now I think our best bet is I don't know, I just feel like we need to try somebody overseas with the under 17 team. We think we try a whole lot of different combination with the local coaches since the last time we qualified and none has qualified. So I think we need to try something different. That's right. Yeah.
Man is man. I think I think a local coach like the assistant for Mount Pleasant. I think he deserve a chance, you know.
But I wouldn't.
Coach. I think the Clarendon coach deserve a chance as well.
Who that? Lenny Hyde
and Damian Ferguson.
Under 17. Since you are them agents, what you need to do is tell them to get the required qualification.
What level license Lenny Hyde have now?
But it will take too long.
Hold on, unseen. Yeah. What level license Lenny Hyde have?
I think the last time they see me in our course and see me this. It's like a C.
But them not say C license can't manage it.
Damian Ferguson is a B.
A license.
Manage. Hey, you see, one mistake we keep on making is comparing ourselves with Jamaicans. We now play against a Jamaican. The next country, another Jamaica play against Jamaica. That a big mistake we keep on making. Jamaica is playing against top nations. We have them pro license coach and an A license coach play against us. So we still keep on say, this man are the best in Jamaica. Is he one of the best in a CONCACAF? That you have to ask. Stop talking about who are the best in Jamaica. Who are the best in a CONCACAF? That's where the competition is.
Soldier.
Yeah.
We have Maxwell. We have leader call. So let me hear from him. You understand me?
Well, I'm sorry, we can't get to talk to leader. You must have more line where we can link up leader.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see if we can connect leader. Hold on. Let me see if we can connect him. See that you want to talk to leader too. Hold on, so because we think we can make this up. Hold on.
Yeah, man. Leader make me laugh, man. Leader.
So what you say? Sarah Speed. So just say if you look out to one of the brightest minds in football you have ever seen at age 12, lateral leg, playing for Limal, and look out for Test and Ranto for Limal this season.
How old is those player now? How old?
in a close to 30. And 30.
So about the man is man. What about Ronaldo?
Anyways,
Rob Smith, you must listen to me say now. We're looking at the best now. The best now, Rob Smith. The best now.
Hold on, Soldier, because Sir Maxwell, you're here.
Yes.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Sir Leader. Yeah, man. Good afternoon. I never come with any question, man. And to be honest, it's just a point I wanted to make. Correct something I saw you. One day, I'm going to ask the man, I don't want to go take his show off. Trevor Pessoa, whatever his name is, bring him on the show and let me meet him and let me cash with him and deal with a belt. He comes with a lot of inaccuracies that I really do appreciate. So let me just correct one thing before I go. Young Sigree has gotten one of the best deals possible. That, right? He did not lose his contract. He's still contracted to Mount Pleasant on a loan. So, Trevor Pessoa, stop spreading propaganda. Okay? Bye-bye, man.
No, leader.
No, leader, man. You can't run already, leader.
No, I'm gone.
No,
I'm not commenting anything on the current topic.
Soldier said that Soldier said I should add you because he likes to talk to you and he want to talk to you. So I add you and Soldier to the call. And now you make Pessoa throw you off.
No, don't come off, leader, man. No make nobody to leader.
Press your button, leader. Don't make him press the button.
So, Mr. Speed, what leader was asking afterward is, when is the under 20 team going to start their camps? Because you said that the preparation is important. So when will they start their preparation? I think he asked that. It was when he asked about John Wall, he went on to explain what he meant was, when are they going to start?
No, I'm a leader, good man. I just me a trouble leader, man. Don't worry yourself, man. I'm a leader, good man. So the thing is, there's discussions for him to start and thing. There's discussion for him to play a tournament before the end of the year and then another team before the qualifier start in February next year. So him having plans. I mean, I just can't get the details right, but him having plans and he has been keeping camps with players over the past year, That's January, It's not like he hasn't been doing anything. He has been doing some things with players. You see, different coaches go about things differently. Under 20 players are professional players. So him get them some of the time in go through certain things with different units, sometimes call it defenders, sometimes call it midfielders, sometimes call it forwards. So him doing him thing, right? Him doing him thing. So it all supposed to come together. I think they're going to try and get a match in the FIFA window because some of these players will be professional players and try to get them to warm to the idea of coming for the qualifier. People must remember doing that a lot of clubs with their top under 20 player don't want them to play for outside of you can't get them to play outside of the transfer, outside of the FIFA windows because they are professionals already. So that could become an issue for us.
All right. Pessoa, let me just put out what Leader said. Leader says he wants you to come onto the show one day with him so that he can beat you with the leather belt if you try to challenge him because you put out a lot of inaccuracies. I guarantee you that Pessoa is going to say no. He's going to run. I guarantee you that Pessoa is saying that he's not come on no show with Leader. He's not going to challenge Leader, So Pessoa, may I put it out there that you are afraid to challenge Leader.
No, man. Pessoa a real bad man, but that's with him finger. Anyway, Pessoa, my boy still. Pessoa not afraid of him.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Speed, let's see.
I hear Leader say, I don't know if it's your show, but I hear Leader say something the other day, and I agree with him, when he was talking about more fields. And Leader was saying, if you build more field, you have to give some, like a school or someone in the area to control that. And I agree with Leader when he was saying that, because if you build more field, and we have fields now where we can't take care of. So if you build more field, is waste money going to waste again. I hear people saying JFF should build a stadium. Why are you going to build a next stadium and we have one where we not keep up to scratch? So if they build a next stadium, how that going to maintain? So Leader was right here that you and Leader was saying that because down Mobile, where we are saying if we build more, even the running track down there,
commits cannot keep down there again. So all these things need we have fit a person to take care of these places because.
So Soji, who you think are the richest person in Jamaica? Have the most money. They can print the government. They can print if they want, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a facility in Jamaica. Yes, we don't have a facility in Jamaica right now that is qualified to play an international game. I just sorry for us make any international game play at Jamaica, whether national level or club level. We don't have no facility in Jamaica. We qualify. We tick all of the boxes them to play.
Oh,
not even one.
Okay.
But if them can build it, how you think JPL gonna build one or any little man can afford one? Well, maybe private sector can afford it, but clearly JPL can't afford to build one. We can have training centers, but nothing to that magnitude to be able to host international games. It's gonna be very difficult. So the JPL
where in Jamaica? All right, where in Jamaica you think could be the fittest? Okay, sorry. Where in Jamaica you think could be a fittest place for build a stadium? Then where in Jamaica you think you said perfect place for build a?
No, it's not the place. It's the quality. It's not the place. It's the quality. We have a place we can build a stadium.
No, the quality. No, I know no man. You can't get people build. You can't hire people to build the stadium. I'm not talking about that. But where in Jamaica you think would be the best place to build a national stadium right now? Which parish? May I ask you, management to one leader and you, which parish you think would be the best parish right now to build a national stadium?
St. Elizabeth.
Leaders.
You say St. Elizabeth. All right, you say St. Elizabeth.
We have to still build a KMA where half of the population live. But I don't believe we should have one. I believe we should have more than one. You should have smaller versions. The biggest one should be like KMA, but we should have at least 3 more.
Either Clarendon or Senton. I would go Clarendon because Clarendon has so many teams that have come out from the schoolboy level, parish level, so many representatives. There's highways now building all the way through Clarendon, Manchester, St. Catherine, all the way to St. Elizabeth. So I'd go Clarendon or Senton because of highway. I think
I don't think the number one stadium should be in Clarendon or Senton. I think we should have 3 more stadiums. They can hold like 10,000 persons.
Senton, St. Elizabeth.
So 10,000.
Well, for me, I say Senton.
But the main stadium must be in a KMA region because that's where half of the population live. Must.
No, stadium at town, man. Yeah. Nobody don't want to go to town, man. It's a town look like it's a desert. City. Anyway, soldier, hold on. Soldier, hold on there because we have 7 minutes to go to the 3-hour mark. And I just want to read this comment from Peso. It says, leader is not credible. So I think that should be I want, but it should be I won't engage him in no discussion. Me telling the people that Peso not going to challenge leader upon nothing. Because he will type him, because he not engage nobody. Me I tell you.
Yo, I say I deal with Peso.
But me I tell you, Peso not going to challenge nobody, man.
So, all right. So the truth is that the guy that
which is a Moby man said, Mannings, you need to stick up for people from the West. Them told money like Speed and Butler. Them told money a joker. We need Westman like Stabby, which is Steve Buckner.
Oh.
All right, boss. But go ahead. Go ahead, Sir Speed.
I was going to say, it is true though that the fella that I'm talking about does have his contract with Motors and he's on loan to Dunbowling. The lure of international football take him to Dunbowling. So I think leader win this one. It is true.
Brethren, there's no Claudio. You talk about anything outside of Kingston is a sacrilege. No.
So, you know Claudine good?
Yeah, man.
All right. So Claudine, so you asked me a question and the management knock you off and make me answer a question. So I like me run from your question. The truth is that we have to still develop our local coaches as best as we can. We have a B license coming up with 30 odd people in September, so we can't ignore them, and we're trying to have an A license next year in Jamaica so more people can get A license so they can get the knowledge. So the person you talk, Fuzzy, I don't know, Fuzzy just get married. Congratulations, Fuzzy. If you notice, he's not leading the under 20 anymore. It is John Wall. So don't say that we haven't done anything based on what you perceive to see was his feelings, but we're not going to throw him away. We still need to keep some of these coaches engaged until we have more qualified A-licensed coaches. Once we reach there, then we will have more people to look at to see if the cream can rise from the top, from the bottom to the top, rise to the top. People, the most successful teams in the world is coached by somebody who is born in the country that they coach. And you can check Google if anybody don't believe me. Just check Google. All right.
All right, so people, we have 5 minutes, right? Leader, Soldier, we have Leighton calling, but he can't get on because both of you are on. So I'm going to hang up with you so I can take that one call quickly because I know he has a question for Mr. Speed, and then we're going to close here. But thanks for your time.
Before we go, I was saying Central would be the best place to set up the annex at the stadium.
Yeah, me know.
John, I can tell you, as much as you think, the biggest crowd, where John in football, I say I'm right.
No bother with Soldier, man. No bother with that, no, man.
Arena.
Soldier, no bother with that, man. No, Soldier, no bother with that, man. No wrong with your Soldier, man.
All right. Leader, best of yourself.
So, hey, all right, Soldier, big up yourself. Hey, sometimes Soldier says something we want them Soldier things as some bad people. So you cannot send that team and draw biggest crowd, man. You want to see all the time on it, garden at the well and Waterhouse at the well, Soldier, man. What wrong with Soldier, man? Soldier the easy here, man. Lady, welcome to the show. You're the final caller for the day. I know you're probably called to ask a couple of questions of Mr. Speed, so go ahead.
All right. What's up, Manny? Hey, Mr. Speed. Good afternoon. I know it's time. Yeah, so my question is, do we already have a coach in place for the U17 and U20 women's team?
We have people that we're looking at, but we have made a final decision because we want to ensure that enough people get a chance to apply, and we are able to choose the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
Hold on a second. Bradford is not the U20 coach for the women.
His contract has expired.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Leighton. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But the other question I had is, how will of course, there's going to be the local base players, but how will the recruitment be structured or handled for the overseas base players?
For
the
women's U20 and U17, right, Leighton?
Yeah.
So there's a difference. Under 20 are professional players, basically. If Jamaica continue to try to use amateur players, they're not going to qualify for any under 20 youth tournament. They have to go almost straight professional for them to have a chance to qualify. Why? Don't take my word for it. The players who are playing in those other top teams in the CONCACAF region, those under 20 players will be professional players. So unless we come up to the same standard, we can only, I don't know, we're just going to, we're hoping. For the under 17, there's already a process which was started to scout players in the diaspora. So we'll continue that process to be able to identify those type of players. But even in the under 17s, we need to find some professional players too, or some players who are playing with professionals. So the search will be deep and long. The good thing is that we are appointing the coach 2 years before, so we think we have a good chance of getting it right this time.
Okay. Yeah, that's thank you for that. That's all my questions, Manny.
All right, then. Thanks, Leighton. Leighton is always finding female footballers who play overseas to recommend them to the national program. So big up yourself. He follows the female footballer a whole lot of knowledge where that is concerned. So big up yourself and thanks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my friend.
All right, thanks. Respect.
Yeah, man. All right. So, Mr. Speed, it's good to have you on. I mean, before we go, tell the people about what's coming up for Cavaliers.
Yes, so on Tuesday at 7 p.m., Sabina Park, against Mocha FC from the Dominica Republic. And if you thought you missed Colin Anderson or you missed Ronaldo Webster, we have replaced them. So you need to come out early to see who we have replaced them with. One of them is already on the score sheet with a goal and an assist in the club championship. So some exciting football will be played. So you all need to come out and enjoy yourself. Just as an added bonus, we always complain about we are allowing all Manning and the Costa Cup teams to come in free of charge. So all you have to do is to turn up at the venue and we'll let you come in free of charge. Come to the venue that you come to the Georgia Liston entrance, and that is where you'll be let in to participate in the game.
All right, awesome. Stefan Wright is asking when is the JPL starting?
October 22.
There you go. Big team Mount Pleasant people going on tour of the United States at the end of the month, pre-season preparation.
Yeah, and they're playing against Cavalier on the, I think is the 16th of October. A repeat of the final. We're coming down to the Mount Pleasant, to play them in their backyard.
Yeah, and I see here they're asking if the locker room is safe.
Which locker room, don't they?
Somebody.
We don't know, but we have only for security this time. So
big up RR. All right, Pesa said if he talk to you. So he ask me if me can get your number to him, He say, I must give you his number. He need to talk to you. So you need to call him.
Hey, Pesa, you lose Pana one, the man are getting CMP if it's true. And in the European contract. So
Pesa,
leader beat you up with that one, the Pesa. Yeah, JPL transfer window closed last week, Saturday. So, whosoever the club has now, that's it.
Yeah, Nikai Christian moved to Waterhouse from Dumby then.
Who?
Nikai Christian. That's his name?
Yeah, that's what I heard. And there's a lot of movements. How about you carrying 15 players this year? I don't know if Mount Pleasant beat that, but I'm sure Mount Pleasant are in double digit.
Kenny Hyde leave Humble Lion and gone to Waterhouse.
Yeah, so a lot of movement going on.
Jules, Mount Pleasant have a few Caribbean players that has joined their ranks.
Yeah.
All of you have a few players who have joined them as well, like you said. So lots of move, like I said, going on in the league.
That's why I didn't believe the argument there alone. I tell you why. When a man having contract, you say if he even go play for another team, the club that he has his contract with is guaranteed he must pay the salary. If the next team have pay half the salary, say for instance, then he have to make up the rest once he have him contract. So it's not a matter of them don't building have money like Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant probably pay some of the salary the same way. So come on, you know them things, all right? Management can't tell you them things. Management, tell him no. Pesa, I left the argument there. You lose that one.
You don't know if you know Pesa, Pesa not listen to nobody. When Pesa gone off, Nobody can tell Pesa nothing. When Pesa
so them have a Peter Gold Cup now, the water or some line and lime. Mount Pleasant make sure you sell them and Mount Pleasant, make sure they get that cup, then can win the next cup.
But no. Say, next. Me like how you insert the next into that one.
With the next cup.
When you rub with Mount Pleasant, because them just wait. But listen,
I wonder if them want to play. I wonder if them want to put up a cup between the match between Cavalier and them.
But we need to talk Monday about the game on Tuesday and things. So we're gonna do that and probably talk to a couple of players.
We need a whole program to talk about.
You St. Lucia keep it. I told people earlier that St. Lucia, especially with the players who have played in Jamaica, they have not lost a Nation League game when they were in Group C Now they are in Group B and they're still undefeated. So big up to St. Lucia and all the St. Lucians playing in the JPL.
Well, I think the JPL is one of the things that actually help those players to improve a lot. I mean, you can see they had ability and then put out a lot of effort, but I think the JPL has refined them somewhat. Just to tell you that Cavalier is going to be playing a game in St. Lucia in October too. So it's not just Mount Pleasant, traveling and playing overseas. We'll be overseas playing against St. Lucia national team or maybe a St. Lucia select team October 6th. So a lot of things happening for Jamaica football now.
Yeah, man. All right, so people, listen. Thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful show. Wonderful day to every single one of you. If you have not yet hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, share the content. It was indeed a great show. Lots of good stuff were discussed. We talked about the Reggae Boyz game, the fans complaining about the drums, no curfew, as it relates to the players going out to party, the JPL transfers. We did some of that. We touched on other issues. We also spoke about the Reggae Girlz. Niku Daly is also at Waterhouse. Thanks for reminding me about that one, Peso. Kenil Hyde moved from Humble Lion to Waterhouse as well. So big up, bless up to everyone, to Unseen and T-Gat for being a part of the panel, Mr. Speed for being a part of the panel, and man, everyone, bless up. Have a good day. Thanks to all the callers. I am Manning's man, that Mr. Rudolph Speed, the man at the helm at Cavaliers. Yes, where he uses young players to achieve the optimum in local football. Let's see if he can win this Caribbean Club Championship and challenge the likes of Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. Oh, what a thing that would be to see Christopher Ainsworth going up against
the real wonder kid.
Yeah, but the player that I love out there is the one called Adrian Reed Jr. I think he's wasting time in Jamaica right now. He should be looking to move out into Europe. I think in a couple of years, if he continues on this path, this guy should be in the senior team. I'm telling you. And this guy named, I cannot understand why Ronaldo Barrett is playing schoolboy football. He should not. But I'm just Manning's man. Big up to leader. You understand me? Ready to beat Pesa. But Pesa is going to run. Like him have running belly. I am
Pesa game winnings, Pesa game winnings.
Okay. This has been I Am Sure Sports as usual. When it gets to this point of the show, we say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Watch about dog, SK New Artist. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocherase, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.